stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd Talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, Mike M, picks from Dave, Earl Sports Bets. This is Nerd Talk, motherfuckers.
Hello, I'm Dave, and welcome to Nerd Talk, a special edition today, the March Madness edition. Because guess what? It's March, and we're mad in a lot of different ways. No, just kidding. It's March Madness, college basketball. Great time of year. Last year, we fucking smashed it. The conference tournaments were kind of precarious this year, I must say. I think I broke about even. Just weird shit happened. A lot of teams lost that shouldn't have. Well, they're favorites or whatever, but I guess that's what people say. You know what's funny is people go when like Purdue would cover, like, oh, they're a better team, and then when they lose, like, oh, they're already in the tournament. I don't buy that bullshit. I think they played hard and just weird things happen. You saw some teams drop some seeds. You saw Arizona drop a seed. You saw Iowa State, get the second seed, and people had them higher. But either way, we're going to go over game by game. As soon as Nick gets here, who knows where that guy is? Didn't text me back. Who knows where anyone is? I think people are getting burned out of doing shows. Either that or they don't like me. But either way, we'll do something. Wednesdays and Thursdays were real hot during the football/basketball season. I don't know what's going to happen for baseball. I bet baseball heavily. If you guys know it or not, if you're new, I do. If you are old, you know. I might do something differently. I don't know. Might do a members-only show, member-only shows. Might keep Fridays. Might do just pick videos like I used to. I don't know if some of you know or don't know, every single day for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, I put out free pick videos on YouTube. Edit them, made them look all nice. I stopped doing that when I started doing so many live shows. Maybe I'll go back to doing that. I don't know. Stop Geo's here. Good to see you, buddy. We'll let people trickle in. I don't know if I don't know who's showing up. I told everyone that it's going to be a college basketball stream. Some people are in transit to Pubapalooza. I don't think anyone that would be on this stream or that would matter for them. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Games are jumping off here in a little bit. Let's see what action I have bet. I know I've got Colorado later. I know that's there. I know I've got a hockey bet. I have an NBA bet. Oh, I have three college bets tonight. One tournament, 2 NIT, 1 NBA, and 1 hockey. Let's see when these puppies pop off. It is warm in here. I need to turn on the AC. It's starting to get warm in the desert. Grambling, Montana State's already popped off 8-12. I liked Montana State in that game. I like the two favorites in these two, but I didn't bet that. I did bet the Colorado game. I got them at 2.5. Definitely like that. What do we got going off at 4? 4 UNLV Princeton is at 5. So that isn't going off for a while. I have the first half under in that game. Then I have San Francisco. I got them with 6 points. They're up to 8 now, or 7.5. We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Oops. It's going off. My music's going off. What can I say? We have too many screens up. What's new? Dave, the producer. Dave, the great and wondrous producer. He's so great and wondrous. See, look at that. Look at that. There's shit popping up everywhere. Can't get things straight. Okay, we're back. We are back. Let me pull up. Now we'll wait for that. We're going to wait a little bit. If you guys have any plays, if anyone is out there, because we just got a few people coming in, put your plays in the chat. I anticipate also as soon as college hoops stops, a lull in a big lull in interest, because usually MLB is, I'd say obviously it's definitely less bet than any basketball or football, which is silly. I think if people, this is why I know people are rec bettors. Hey mom, this is why, and I don't know who's here, who's gonna like what I have to say, but this is why people are rec bettors. Like they don't really they say they put in time. This is a thing. People I don't know, people are lazy or what it is, but putting in an hour's worth of time a day to handicap isn't handicapping. You're still a rec better. It takes a lot longer. It takes an hour to look at one game sometimes. So I think if people actually put in some effort and learned MLB, just a very simple system, they'd see that they'd win money. See that they'd win money more than they win in NBA or NFL. But NFL and NBA betting is just like sex and golf. Every guy thinks they're good at it, but they're not. Most of them aren't. Top of the top, Tyreek. What's up, buddy? You're on Sabonis triple-double. Good luck. We missed, who the fuck did we miss? 2 nights ago, Clint Capella. Thanks for not getting 1 rebound. Missed his double-double. I mean, it was no-brainer when he was playing. He didn't have anything in the first quarter. I fucking hate that. EQ, what's up? It's a new world order. I listened to that song last night or the night before. I put on 80s music sometimes, and I do my index, sit and crunch numbers. That's what we do. And anyone else, put in your plays. We want to hear what you got. So like I said, I'm on Colorado. I'm on San Francisco. I could have got more points, but whatever. I think they keep it close. UNLV Princeton first half under. Princeton's first halves, the last 12-10 have gone under with better competition, I will say, than the Ivy League. And Princeton, I think they're past 18. I need to pull it up. They're about 50-50 to the under. So, I mean, one team is heavily weighted to the under. The other's 50-50. I'll take it. I'm also on Portland plus 11.5. I think it went up to 12 last time I saw. Let me pull it up. Yeah. I am on Portland, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I don't like Portland as a home dog. I don't like the Spurs as a home dog. Charlotte can go get effed. They've been screwing me, but I don't like Portland. And I don't like the Wizards as home dogs. Those are the double-digit dogs, not as home dogs, but as double-digit dogs. Those 4 teams have come up. 3 of them I like to bet. Charlotte can go F themselves, like I said. And then I've been pretty hot with NHL totals. I think I'm 3 or 4-0 my last 3 or 4. I need to go look. I know I'm at least 3-0. I'm on the Leafs Capitals over 6. That's what I like. BetStamp has been great for tracking my wins and losses. Well, great. Good. What are you, an advertising and stuff, Joe? Telling newer handicappers this time of year, don't get overwhelmed trying to bet every game and stick to your strengths. That's not what I'm telling them. I'm telling them where the edges are. There's edge. Okay. I started capping with the NFL. I think a lot of people start capping what they like. They should, to learn it. By capping, people say, what is that? It's coming up with a system of bets. I mean, it can be real simple or it can be real in depth, but it's using statistics, trends, analytics, indexing, whatever the case may be, but in NFL. But I'll tell you this, no matter what, more attention is paid to the NFL and the NBA than all other sports. They are sharper. It is also what people say they are good at. It's also what only things people cap. If they spent time trying to cap college sports, specifically college basketball and MLB, they would find that there are edges there if they looked and put in the work, but they don't want to put in the work. They think they're done capping after doing 45 minutes worth of work. Well, you're a rec better. That's all I got to say. If you have one, if you give out one play every 3 days, you're a rec better. Oh no, that's fine. That's good advice. I was not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving it out to new handicappers. I'm giving it out to people who think they're handicappers but only bet NBA and NFL or NFL. There's no edges in those sports. Not enough meat on the bone to do it and only do that and make decent money. Someone will say, "Oh, I was 20-0." Well, go be 20-0. Tell me what happens after 1,000 bets. That's what I have to say. Well, I would love to. Well, there's just no Nick, not enough people in here. We're gonna jump in to every single game of March Madness. I don't think it'll take us too incredibly long because we're not going to be looking or diving into some of the ridiculous, one seeded games because we all kind of know what's going to happen there. But we're going to look at them with the spread and come up with some bets. I'm already liking some things. I'm liking some dogs, some outright winners. Little shake it up in your bracket. I feel that 2 brackets this year. I threw it out and threw them out there. I'm not going to pay attention to them after. It's not something I really am enthused to do when you can make money betting the games. It's just how I feel. Just how I feel. I don't think he's going to that, is he? Let me send the invite to one other person. I don't know if they're doing a show today or not. We'll see. All right, everybody. If you can hit the like button as you guys come in, we would appreciate it. And Dave, of course. Needs help producing. Okay, there we go. We are on to it. March Madness. Some effed up is going to happen. I can feel it. What do you mean by something effed up? I mean, something effed up always happens, We've seen a 16-team seed lose. Saw St. Peter's go far. What was effed up was me betting against FAU. We made money on UConn and SDSU and Texas and Miami all the way down. The one team that we just wanted to bet against was FAU last year. And surprising, well, I guess it's not horribly surprising because it was kind of fluky, I guess. But they had a lot of their guys come back this year, and I don't think they had the year they wanted. They still made it to the tournament. I mean, what are they, an eighth or ninth seed? They're playing. Where are they playing again? They're playing Northwestern, but I think they anticipated like a really just a stellar year, and didn't happen. We'll see. UConn's going to crush either team that wins, so it really kind of doesn't matter. They might be one and done, but I anticipate UConn going far. I had an argument when we could talk about this. I had an argument that I think UConn has the easiest path. People say it's the hardest. Great. So a bunch of these teams won the tournament. Illinois won the Big Ten. Illinois is good, but the Big Ten was stinky, and Illinois is no UConn. Same with Iowa State. Auburn's the only scary team in that bracket. They could win the whole side of that bracket, I think, but I don't know. We'll get to all that. We'll get to all that. Something effed up's going to happen. What is effed up is going to happen, EQ? I would like to know what your prediction is. Let me see how this looks. I'm going to pull up this page. We're going to see how this works. Let's see how this works. There we go. Does that look okay? The hell is that? Live? I don't want that there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. You can drop down. And then it shows you their stats. Some of these are useful, some of them aren't. Like everyone's field goal percentage is going to be about the same. 3-pointers might be different. It doesn't show their defensive stats, which I don't like. You can always go to team rankings, but this, I mean, it's neat to have it all compiled. Free throws, that's important. I mean, when you get to this point in the tournament, you're not going to get huge discrepancies like you are in the season. They're just, this is the best 64 teams, right? Supposed to be. Nick will be on in a few. So what we're going to do is we're going to rattle through all of these. We'll talk about, we'll maybe have some live betting spots. I think I'm going to more focus on this. And then we are going to watch everything through the end of the Colorado game and bail. There's not going to be any late night. We're going to probably start going a little earlier unless there's an interesting game later. By the time baseball comes, we're going to be determining what we're going to do. We're probably going to do more sporadic. Fridays are always going to be a thing, but we're going to do more sporadic game, live streams, because we're gonna go with the games that are like the good games. Like, for instance, if the Dodgers and Padres were on ESPN like they were in the morning, which we're not going to do it in the morning at 3:00 or 6:00 or whatever it was this morning, but if that's at night, that'll be something we'll be watching. Billy, I sent you the link. We're gonna go over every game. Billy's here. That'd be good if we're gonna go over game. Nick's on his way. Okay, South Carolina money line. What side am I on that? I think I have them first round. We'll see. We'll see what I this is the whole fucking thing. I filled out brackets, but the brackets aren't. I might go completely against my bracket when I bet. In fact, I will probably half the time. That's why I hate brackets. It's like a future you don't actually win any money on. I mean, I've won a few bracket tournaments, but it's just a waste of time to sweat. Kind of I feel about fantasy leagues. You put in $100 and you have 12 guys, and even if it's winner take all, you win 1,200 or 1,100. But during the football season, if you're not up 1,100 or you haven't bet, you don't have a chance to win 1,100, then who fucking cares? It's just not worth my time. Are you on DK, Dave? Okay, well, I'm on DK. There's $500 sitting in it, and I can't get it because they want me to send a bunch of fucking identification shit in, which I could do. I'm protesting. There's 64% boost for any CBB, any play. Really? Colorado. Oh, is it for tomorrow? Or is it for tonight? So hard to win. Yeah. Praying that you keep Wednesday through Friday live streams during first two. Yeah, we'll do that. Here's the thing. Number one, there's not as much interest. We have a group of people that like to do it. We get the same amount of views, maybe a little less we'll get. There will be less. But it's a lot of work, and I don't get paid to do this. I can rarely get people to hit likes when they come in all the time, and there's a few people that sign up for memberships. That'd be nice. By the way, $4.99 membership. StreamYard's not free. I pay for that. Not to mention you're getting all of my picks for free, which other people pay a lot of money for. but I give them all out on the show. But I spend thousands of hours, and StreamYard's not free. So get a membership, $4.99. That's which would be great. But I don't feel like I don't have the motivation to do it if there's going to be less people that are going to be there, and there will be during this time of year after basketball happens. It will be. So we will see. Fridays will always be there. Fridays are our days forever. I don't care who steps on our feet, what other channels have. We will have Friday. We'll also have sporadic stuff, and we're going to base live streams around the NHL playoffs. Nick and I have already said that we're gonna base it around it. It just might not be for sure Wednesday through Friday when there's no games on. Later on in the series and stuff like that. That's what later on in the playoffs. But there's tons of free information we're giving out. We just need to be smart about our time because we have other things we do. Also, interest in cappers coming on, like some people that came on just aren't coming on anymore. And just maybe they got burned out. Some are doing other things. Some maybe don't like me, which I don't give a shit about. They can like me or not like me. I'm a nice guy, sort of. But that's what it is. That's the state of things. But we have March Madness today. March Madness for a few weeks. So that's not going to change. Worcester, Kentucky. Something I'm looking into for sure in that game. We're going to hit it. We're going to hit every single game, guys. Don't worry. Dana Delp, what's up, buddy? Jay Smooth. Nathan Cerna. The guys that come on the panel lost their ass? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, just different reasoning. I thank them for all of their time and their support for being on. But shit, let's get this out of the way. Yeah. There we go.
What's good?
Hey, I'm gonna turn on my air conditioner. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's fucking
Cool. What's good, peoples? March Madness time. So we will be going over all the games. I'm sure Dave has already mentioned that we're going all over all the games tonight.
Oh, we're ready.
As I stall for that. I've got nothing on this first game. I think I tied Montana State. Yeah, nice. There you go. I tied Montana State in a couple two-teamers, and that was about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I briefly brushed over what I was on. I mean, Montana State is what I like. I didn't bet them. I bet Colorado at 2.5.
I got them at 134.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, tonight I want to focus on the games, getting people prepared, selfishly getting myself prepared, and then we can go through the end of the Colorado game, but I don't want to stand till all fucking hours of the night watching hockey and shit. We don't have to do all that.
Yeah, no, we got
there is a hockey game at 10, which but I don't care about that. I have one game. And
that's the Wild game, right? The 10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I care about that game.
I know, gross. I actually did bet the Minnesota Wild tonight, so.
Disgusting.
I know it's gross.
Billy said he's going to come on. Let's wait a couple minutes, see if this is about to slide right now. What is that? I think that means, oh, there he is. I don't know what slide meant. You mean slide like you're about to show up?
Like slide into them DMs.
Wait. Oh, his sound's off. Maybe you're not right. You're not ready to come on, Billy. With that, looks like you have a mug of either of Metamucil or root beer float.
IPAs, baby.
Is that what that is?
Put on socks. If you guys want to watch me put on socks,
I don't give a shit. No, I don't give a shit. You can be. I never noticed your mug of whatever the fuck that is. So.
That's like my. I think it's my Gmail account profile pic. But I'm excited, man. Yeah. Got some hot takes for the slate tonight.
All right, we can jump right in. I got graphics now. I don't have graphics, but I have some producing that I'm doing. Dave is going to produce.
Everybody and their moms all over Colorado. I'm taking Boise State.
Well, you do that.
Let's go.
Have fun.
You do that. Well, if you want to talk about anything
the
tonight,
Colorado
talk about
beat his Utes.
Yeah. Well, the Utes
The
are
Utes
going to
got
win the
me
NIT.
paid last night, man. They fucking smoked you here, man.
The Utes are on fire.
The Utes are going to win the NIT. There you go. Congrats.
There you go. Woohoo! NIT.
I don't know though, man. Iowa versus the Utes Saturday. That's going to be a banger. I mean, the last time that the Utes were in the NIT tournament, they won it. So
Yeah.
Because half
Well,
the teams don't.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think Iowa. I'm not even sure the Utes care. But anyway, let's jump into this.
no, I think they care. I feel like any team that accepts the tournament invitation cares.
Except for Providence, who fucking said they might. That whole. Did you see that whole thing? They might
No.
accept it. And anyway, they got snubbed, but whatever. I
Snubbed?
think
Snubbed.
Yeah.
I thought
they had no quad 3 or 4 losses. They had 6 quad 1 wins.
I do agree with you. Them, Seton Hall, and St. John's, one of the 3 should have gotten it.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, no love for the Big East.
No
But,
love for the Mountain West, man. Everybody and their fucking moms is fading the Mountain West this year.
Well,
Like,
they got
they're
in.
all
At
tripping.
least.
I think they got underseeded for a reason, potentially. I know
think
a lot
the
of
reason is they're not as
actually heard
good.
A lot of people say they've got underseeded.
Well,
Well,
considering Boise played the 18th hardest schedule in the country, yeah, I think they're somewhat underseeded.
okay. Well, you wait and see. Well, first of all, Boise's not going anywhere because Colorado's winning. But
Boise
You wait and
is
see.
about to win. All this NBA top tier talent. Ask Virginia about their 2 NBA draft picks and how much they scored last night.
I was on Colorado State.
I had too much on who do you call it? Virginia.
Virginia.
I did have Wagner, but I had Virginia.
Well, you wait and see until fucking like Auburn and San Diego State play, and Auburn just boo-foos them straight to China.
I think if there was one Mountain West
That's
team
if San
that got
Diego State makes it to
overseeded,
Auburn.
They got overseeded
That's
though
true.
a little bit. I don't think they're as good as a 5 seed this year.
They're not. Well,
I was gonna say that's if San Diego State makes it to Auburn.
that's an interesting game. I
I
have
agree.
that game circled. I haven't bet yet. I have that game circled.
I
but
kind of
let's-
agree with Nick, man. Like UAB's live.
Let's do this. Okay, we'll start with number 1. UConn Huskies versus the Stetson Hatters. Stetson winning their conference, getting in, playing the national champion from last year. 26.5 points. I mean, does anyone bet this? Have either of you guys bet this or care about this game?
I actually have an angle on this one.
Okay.
Stetson does have it's so hard because of the conference that they're coming out of. I did not think that they're the best team out of that conference this year. But with that being said, man, I mean, like, do I think UConn's just going to come out right off the hop and just start smoking Stetson? No, I think Stetson's kind of alive in the first half. Like, maybe like a first half spread, double digits in the first half. I mean, this could be one of those games. UConn knows that they have that quick turnaround on Saturday. I don't think that they're going to be playing their stub players as many minutes as we're going to be accustomed to seeing in a regular UConn game. Full game-wise, do I think that they can cover the 26.5? Maybe, but also think that the way that Stetson plays, they could be live in the first half on the ATS.
Is this better or is this better? Because I can't see Billy's face. I like this
You don't
better.
need to see my face.
Well, when we're talking, I need to learn how to do the custom fucking bullshit.
That's a
This is the
big
thing for me. There's no way I'm betting this game. There's no way in fuck I'm betting this game. UConn can beat them by 50 points or not cover.
You don't think
And-
that Stetson's live in the first half?
No. They are. This is the thing. I can see. I'm not saying that you. I can see every possible angle that it can happen. I think.
Bro, 13.5 points in a fucking opening first half of a March Madness bracket is just
They could
How
be up.
wrong
They
could
could
you
be up by
be?
25 points. I mean, really, bro.
they could be up, but like man, this is not the type of game. Like, is UConn a little bit pissed off for not winning the tournament? Yeah, but I don't think that they're getting up the hustle up the horses to go beat the Stetson Hatters. Like, Stetson's not as bad as their record shows. This is probably out of all the 16 seeds this year, I think Stetson's the best one. It's just that they're playing the best number 1 seed.
Okay, I could see that. I don't know. I just think there's so many other places to put, but I don't. You know what? I'll write that down. Just out of Stetson first half. That's
Bro,
question.
13.5 points, bro. That's wild to me.
I don't know. I don't think it's that wild, but that's just me. I don't know.
If I'd line this game, I would line it at 18, 19 points.
All right. Well, let's go on to a game where we can actually probably
no Stetson money line.
No, that's your bailiwick. I'm not fucking around.
That's not the 15, 16 seed I'm looking at.
I have. Granted, I put a whopping $3 on it, but I do have a 16 seeds money line.
All right. Well, we'll get to that. It wasn't Stetson, obviously. All right. Northwestern versus FAU. Wildcats versus the Owls. 2.5. FAU is minus 2.5. I don't know. I am probably will be betting, and I'm on FAU to cover. Tournament experience. They've got all the same guys from last year. They didn't play as well as they played last year in the regular season. I don't know if that was possible, if it was just a fluke last year. I think they can get out of the first round. I think they can cover a bucket against Northwestern. That's my simple take on it.
I think I have, or I'm going to. I don't know if I have pulled the trigger on it yet, but maybe I think I was waiting for this line to keep going up because everybody's hammering FAU. I'm going to take it when it gets to 3. Give me Northwestern in this spot. For me, I had this game priced at a pick'em, and I think FAU, I think they've been overvalued all season long because they had that fluky run to the Final Four last year. I think that's going to give us value here, fading FAU in this tournament. If they happen to make it past the first round, they're going to get their ass whooped against UConn. But I think FAU is overrated, and they're overpriced here. And I like Northwestern getting the points. I'm just going to take the money line straight up. I think it's like $1.30. I'm on the opposite side with that one there. I'm looking at the Wildcats.
Let me ask one other thing. Do either of you think that the Big Ten was extremely overrated this year? Or not overrated, just sucked?
I think it was properly rated because it was. I mean, we don't have high expectations of the Big Ten. Like that's
yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. They were fucking Rutgers. They were shitty this year. It was Purdue and everyone else. That division conference sucked. Illinois won the whole thing.
Illinois is strong. I think Michigan State can make some noise in the tournament. Purdue, decent.
I just asked.
I'm kind of with Dave though, bro, and about the Big Ten's a little bit overrated. We'll talk about it in the later portion of the show, but I got it with Dave. Like the upsets I ended up picking ended up being.
This is a tough game. 8 and 9 seeds are tough games. So I don't hate anyone that's on Northwestern.
The problem is this though. Granted, do I think Bill Bowie, my guy Boo Buie, is really that fucking good? Yeah, he's a fucking bucket. He's probably the highest ceiling player in this game long term wise. But the biggest conundrum for me is Northwestern had their 7-foot center go down right before the end of the season. And there's one thing I'll say about FAU in this particular matchup. They're about to fucking own Northwestern on the boards. I had a Northwestern bet against Wisconsin, and it's kind of a similar matchup where Wisconsin has those tall guys. They didn't really rebound well in that game. And as much as I think I want to fade the public with FAU here, I think Vladimir Nemkov, wherever the fuck that dude's name is, the 7'2" dude, he's about to go off in this game. And if he's having fucking 18 points and 15 rebounds in this game, and there's not a the tallest dude in Northwestern's lineup is going to be 6'8" to 6'9". So they're going to be rotating in basically whoever has the least amount of fouls on Vladine. And I just feel like the edge in the paint is too big of an advantage here. I love Northwestern. I think Chris Collins is one of the best coaches in all of America. But I think FAU's size is really the key to this game. I mean, Northwestern's best center got hurt. That was their only 7-footer. Their replacements have looked like dog shit. It's just been Boo Buie and everybody else. Boo Buie broke a fucking Big Ten tournament record for most points scored in a tournament game, and they still fucking lost. I can't put my money on Northwestern anymore.
Yeah, Northwestern is not very good at rebounding the ball.
At all, bro. At all. And that doesn't even account for their 7-footer being out right now.
This doesn't. Yeah, this is just season long.
I know, Big Sky said Vladimir Nemkov. I've been looking at Bellator Fest for Friday. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I like that game. So we're on opposite sides. Close game, 8-9 seed, and it really doesn't matter because either of those teams gets crushed by.
I think it does matter, though. From a bracket standpoint, it doesn't matter. But from a betting perspective, I think that's going to be a game that has some of the most handles on the first opening day. And Nick makes a great point, bro. Everybody in their fucking mom is going to bet FAU. It's just
they remember the run they made.
Yeah, but if you really look at the seeding, there's no way in hell FAU should be an 8 seed this year. They ain't do shit this year. Houston left the conference and they got worse. Like, I just don't see it.
All right. Very interesting game. Let me pull up the right banner. San Diego State and UAB. San Diego State, the gem of the Mountain West. Everyone loved the Mountain West. Oh, no, they got too low they were respected. Their seeds are too low. You know, I don't know what. The Mountain West is the Mountain West. They're lucky to have this many teams in, and they are what they are.
I disagree with that statement cold-heartedly.
How
much money did we make on the Mountain West this year?
We made a lot of money. That doesn't mean that they're not going to get blown away by any team that's in here from the SEC or the ACC.
The Mountain West, call me crazy. I think the Mountain West is way better than the Pac-12.
Oh, no. I don't call you crazy at all. I 100% agree. But the Pac-12 this is one of the worst. We saw one of the probably the most loaded USC basketball team I've ever seen just have the worst year ever.
One of the wildest things I've ever seen in the economy was the Pac-12 at the top of the conference this year.
Yeah. Anyway, so in this game, what do we got? This is how I'm looking at it. I mean, UAB's covered like 4 of their last 5 games, and San Diego State's been a 7-point favorite or less in their last 6 or 7 games and only covered once.
When's the last time? I want to know, when's the last time between this year and last year, even in the first round? What the fuck is San Diego State laying damn near double digits in a basketball game?
That's what I'm saying. This is
bracket
huge.
Versus betting. Like, your bracket should have San Diego State dancing, but your bet probably should be on UAB +7. No matter who San Diego State plays, I watch a lot of Mountain West games. Bro, they don't be blowing out teams like that. Just their pace of play is so slow is the reason why they don't blow out teams. I think this is a first half under, full game under. I would probably shy away from the fouling at the end. But this is a first half under, and probably UAB full game covers the 7. San Diego State wins by like 4 or 5, but it's a comfortable 4 or 5.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on UAB just for the covering factor. I mean, and I know Nick, you're doing the index and stuff, which I didn't even know you did for NIT, but I'll keep doing it. But I just think at this time you kind of throw everything out, and
I did buck the index on a bunch of different things though. So
yeah, SDSU. I mean, this is too many points for them. Bottom line, I know that's very simple. They haven't been able to cover this recently. UAB is a good team. I mean, UAB scores.
I don't even think they've even been priced at -7. Like, granted, last year in their tournament run, were they ever laying 7.5 points in any of those games?
I don't remember. I don't think so. They were dogs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm used to San Diego State at a pick'em price tag, maybe a slight dog. But how are they laying 7? I mean, UAB is definitely not the best team.
Friday game. This is a Friday game?
This is a Friday game. Yeah, we're not going in order.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out whether or not I bet it or not, and the answer is no because I haven't bet any Friday games yet.
I haven't
Actually,
either, but I
I
haven't.
lied. I bet Auburn, but
I
no,
don't
this is a
think-
game I'm going to be. I'm going to grab some Blazer money line. I think if there's a 12, I think when you look at the 4, 5 versus 12 matchups, UAB is the most live 12 seed of them all. I know a lot of people love JMU. I know a lot of people love McNeese State. I know a lot of people love Grand Canyon. This UAB team is the most live 12 seed matchup.
Remember this for your brackets. 12 versus 5 seeds last year all went 0-4. It's usually like the most trendiest pick.
Now it's 11. Now it's the 11 seeds.
I think it's even further than that, Nick. The 3-14, was it 3-14, right?
Yeah.
The 3-14 seed last year, we saw a lot of those teams cover. Even Princeton beat Arizona outright.
But no, Princeton was a 15.
15. I think it's 3. Whatever the 15 seed game is, the 15 seeds are the ones.
I do have a 15 seed. I do have a 15 seed tomorrow, money line. So, which we'll get into in a little bit. Mel's got UAB to make the Sweet 16 at 25-1. I wouldn't go that far. I like Auburn to make it past UAB. I like Auburn. I have an Auburn natty at 20-1. So, no, I like Auburn to make it past into the Sweet 16, not UAB. Personally,
I think Justin, the only thing that kind of shies me off from betting this game so early is A, I think that we get better odds. B, I also think Jordan Ledehi from San Diego State is by far best player on the court in this game.
Yeah. Well,
He's been
I mean,
red hot.
okay, well, that's the thing. They can win. There's 7 fucking points. That's three possessions. Give me a break.
Not even at its -7 line, you would want the team to be up by double digits. I don't see San Diego State being up by double digits throughout the majority of this game.
No, I don't either. I mean, I wouldn't be blown away if they went outright. So I don't mind this 12 spot. I think there are other trap. I think we'll talk when we get there. It doesn't matter. All right. This game. What's this game? And we got
make sure you circle that though for Friday, because that is a very intriguing game. I will not deny that. Man, 7.5 points. When the fuck is San Diego State? Like, somebody in the chat, correct me, man. When the fuck is San Diego State laid 7.5 points in the last 2 years in a fucking March Madness game?
It's crazy. Shout out to Old Ian. Love you, buddy. Thanks so much. I don't know who gets the membership. So whoever got it, congratulations. Don't know how to look at that. But let's go on to the next fucking the next absolute shellacking. We've got Yale, who I think 2 of the last 3 years, or 3 of the last 4 years, has come out of the Ivy League, been the Ivy League's representative. The Ivy League. Can I say it one more time? The Ivy League. You have Auburn, who's in the SEC, totally got disrespected all year. Good team, great coach. They were in with Jabari Smith and Walker Kessler. They were in the fucking heat a year or 2 ago to win the whole fucking thing. What do you think? They just got. What does Dre say? What do you think? I don't have guns. What do you think? I sold them all. I don't got guns. You think I sold? We know the fucking line from that song. Okay, I'm white.
They saying Dre fell off.
Yeah, exactly. These guys know what they're doing. They're playing Yale. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not betting this game at -13. I think Auburn covers. I actually might fucking bet it. I think they cover.
I think you should, though. Yale is not the best team in the Ivy League.
Yeah, I'm going to write this down.
I already laid 12.5 with them.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Do you guys think Yale's like what, 3rd or 4th best team in the Ivy? Like, they're definitely not the best team in the Ivy.
Who gives a shit, channel? When is okay? So what does the Ivy League do every year? What do people think every year?
Whoa! Don't disrespect my Princeton Tigers from New Jersey last year, because if you were on the Princeton Tigers, you got paid very handsomely.
Okay, so what? It is an absolute celebration if an Ivy League school wins 2 games in the tournament, right? Absolutely.
No, I actually have a greasy theory. The committee has certain seeds selected prior to Sunday, before the whole weekend, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. They already have an idea. I'm telling you, the committee, the Ivy League is one of the last tournaments to finish. I'm telling you, the committee thought that Princeton was going to win on Saturday, and they ended up losing / Brown would be the right seed. But I think they just penciled this in as like Ivy League team, and Yale ended up winning it because there's no way. I just think Yale might get blown out. Like, you're telling me that UConn's laying 26.5 against Denson. This is a 26.5 line. I see Auburn winning by 20 plus. They're up by double digits at half.
I kind of want to see what an alternative spread would be in this game for Auburn to cover 19.5. Like, because doesn't Auburn lead all of Division I in 20-point victories this year? Like, when they beat teams, they kick the ever living shit out of them type of team.
Yeah, but a lot of those games are in the jungle.
Fair.
It don't. I don't know. I like
spreads.
I like this. I like this Auburn side. All right. Well, shit, that was an easy one. That was easy. Fucking, we're on a
consensus panel on Auburn and the spread, and even my guy Nicholas Earl saying 19.5. Go get yourself some plus money.
Crazy. It's gone crazy. All right.
I like Auburn to potentially win the whole fucking thing. So,
that's right. Yeah, because okay, that's why he has futures on him. That's why.
I mean, I don't bet futures unless I'm high on a team. I mean, I know a lot of people like to discount. Oh, this guy, he only bet it because he has futures. I bet the future because I like the team to go far.
Well, now I'm just saying that because now I realize why you have such a big boner.
Betting with your future. No.
Dukes of Duquesne versus the BYU Cougars. Bro, I'm not high on BYU. I'm not high on Duquesne. I'm not high on BYU. I'm not betting this game, but if I was, I don't know if I'd be laying 9.5. That's for fucking sure. It's stupid.
I wouldn't lay 9.5 with BYU. I bet it earlier in the week at 7.5. So I got a decent number with it. By the way, you can get Auburn 18.5 at plus 210 for those wondering on DraftKings. But I bet BYU here. I do think they bow out next round against I don't even remember who they would play. But I think they bow out next round, but I got BYU covering 7.5.
I'll say this. This is when conferences somewhat matter. If you look at Duquesne this year, they've only faced one KenPom top 40 KenPom team, and that was Dayton, a team that everyone's saying that's somewhat overrated of their seeding, and they got beat by them pretty badly. BYU, on the other hand, since they're in the Big 12, they played 9 Quad 1 teams and won 6 of those games. Granted, BYU, do I think they're somewhat fraudulent? Yes, but I also think that they can make a decent and enough run in the beginning of this because Duquesne is going to be a trendy, I feel like, bet. This line originally opened up, I feel like, -6. It's going up to 9.5. And I think that the early sharp bettors are kind of correct. I see this one kind of trickling to the first half under. And I also think that BYU has been battle tested the whole entire year. BYU, first year playing in the Big 12. I think that this is where they're going to reap the benefits of playing in the Big 12. They've seen a million Duquesne teams this year. I think that this is just another dub for BYU here.
It's a game where they can run out of the building by halftime if they can hit their threes.
I don't know why I don't like BYU. I just don't. I don't think they're as good as people think they are. But that's fine. I'm not betting this game. I'm running away. There's other shit to do. And by the way, the next team they're going to face is the winner of Illinois Moorhead.
Oh yeah, Illinois. Yeah.
Less head or Moorhead?
Moorhead. What's up, Gerardo? Guys, hit the like button if you haven't. We are going through before we get to any sort of live sit back and relax. We are going through every game in the round of 64, and next we are going to this freaking game if I can get it up. Illinois versus Moorhead, as Billy said, Moorhead, not less head. And speaking of Moorhead, why don't we bring him on? I mean, he's got a big head, and he needs more head. You know, play on words. So anyway, we'll spare everyone his intro because we've got too much going on. But you know him, you love him. We've been doing shows with him all week. I didn't expect him to come on. I thought he'd be sick of talking about this, but he isn't. So we appreciate it. Here he is, Sean Higgs. What's up?
Oh my goodness, I'm freaking exhausted.
I bet you are.
So I was doing my shows today, and I'm like, all right, let me get ready. I'm gonna go over to San Antonio for the old Pub-a-Palooza.
Yeah.
So I go in the attic. I'm gonna go get a little carry-on bag. Dude, there's like crap everywhere. I thought I had like a leak in the roof. I'm like, there's like watermarks like coming down the.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's supposed to like storm here. So I was like, the roofer guy came in. He's like, I can't find nothing. He's like, it's supposed to rain really hard tonight and tomorrow. So sit up here with a bucket. Give me a call. A bucket. Are you?
Are you? Is this? Are you not going now? Are you heading out tomorrow, or what's going on?
I was gonna leave like 7 in the morning tomorrow. Get there by like 10. You know,
It's a good idea.
But it depends. If it starts raining at night, I could see if I have a leak or not. Maybe it's from something else. You know, he's like everything. The caulking he said looked good around like the wherever they put the crap down. I don't know what it's called when they around the vents. He said everything. He's like nothing was missing. He's like maybe it was fluke. You know, got in there somehow, but everything was just covered. It was like it actually like rained in there. Like all from the insulation, it was like all the totes were covered in like a film.
Ugh.
So I was like, I had to take everything down. Got a lot of exercise today, walking down a couple flights of stairs. So,
well, good for you. Yeah, I have a roofer coming on Saturday. There, I have 2 leaks in 2 different places, but I'm not worried about that. We're about making money. We'll let you start. What do you think about the Fighting Illini versus the Eagles? Illini laying 11.5.
I don't know. Illinois defense, a little suspect here. It's probably maybe an Illinois team total here. I didn't do anything in this game myself. I got no real feel on this one. I would just probably lean an Illinois team total because they could score like nobody's business. So pretty over for them. Again, don't know what it is. I'm guessing 147.5. So its total's 11. It's got to be around mid 70s. I'm guessing. Yeah, I was gonna say like 76.5 or something.
What about you, Billy? What do you think?
This is an interesting dichotomy here because I know that this Moorhead team, there's 2 different versions of this team. Sometimes they get into this mode where they just turn over the fucking ball so much. It's weird. They're ranked 278th in offensive turnover rate, and Illinois that's not something that they really are strong at. Hence why Sean Higgs said their defense is somewhat spotty. And Moorhead has what you would call a Cinderella resume, of meaning you want a bet on a Cinderella team that are just hitting ungodly shots. They're just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. And if you look at Moorhead State, they rank top 25 in the country in 3-pointer attempts, and they hit over 35% of the threes that they take. So if Moorhead can hit shots in this game and we see a somewhat slow start here from Illinois and they're not able to get live ball turnovers and use their talent in fast breaks, I think that Moorhead State is a live dog to win out, not only outright, but to cover the points. This line came down from 14.5 down to 11.5. Moorhead ranks 51st in the country in open 3-pointer rate on defense. They're 12th in rim and 3-point ratio. So a lot of things mark out that tell me that Moorhead's the bet. And probably if you're running your bracket, if you want to go with a little mini upset here, I think it's Moorhead, man.
Wow, hot take. What about you? What about you, Nick?
Probably Illinois wins, but this could be a game Moorhead covers. Not a game I particularly have any interest in. I'll put Illinois for my bracket, and that's just about it. I think Illinois has the ability to make a run in this tournament. But this could be one where they win by 5 points, 7 points, something along those lines. So I have really no interest in betting this game. This is not one I have interest in.
Yeah, I have two. I did two brackets just for the shit of it. I think one of them I have Illinois going to the Elite Eight, and then the other one I have Iowa State beating them. I can't remember. That's why I don't give a shit. I fill it out and don't care. Illinois is winning this round in the bracket for me. I don't have an opinion on the.
Don't sleep on Morehead State's 3-point shooting, man. If they hit threes, they're live.
Okay. Well, I have Illinois. I put question mark for Illinois' team total. I like that. Depending upon, if it's under 75, I think I'm going to take it.
That's not a bad look. Yeah.
Man.
I think that's a good way to bet Illinois without having to rely on them to cover.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a double-digit seeded team that shoots the ball as well as Morehead State.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
So why not a full game over?
I just feel like Morehead State is – I think that they can win the game outright. So the fact that it's double-digit points, I might as well just take the points.
I gotcha. All right, Drake Bulldogs versus the Washington State Cougars. This line went through zero. And that tells you something. Washington State is in the Pac-12, isn't as good as some people thought they were, except for Mel, who went there. Drake's legitimate, and I think it's telling that the line zipped through zero. I didn't get it with them as a dog. I'm going to be looking for the money line, Drake money line, and I should probably bet that before he gets up over 2. So that's what I got. Nick, we'll just go back to you. We'll do the snake dealio.
Yeah, I ended up betting this game this afternoon. I took Wazoo. I believe 105. That's what I got. Yeah, I got Wazoo at 105. My numbers have the wrong team favored in this game. Granted, the line did flip. I get it. But this is just one of those games where I don't have the utmost confidence in this one. This is just one of those bet it, just have action on the game type of thing. Just mess around, bet every tournament game, see how you do ATS wise type of thing. But just Wazoo for me.
Billy, what do you got?
Go to Higgies first.
You're gonna what?
I got Drake. I took Drake. I got Drake out of Pick'em on Sunday night. What? Washington State beat Arizona twice. That's it. That's the resume. So sometimes a team can beat a team. I just said this for another club. Sometimes a team comes in, has a team's kind of number for whatever reason, and the fact that this went from them +1.5 to -1.5 tells you all you need to know. This would have been a 2-bid conference probably with just Arizona, Washington State. Oregon gets lucky, running a little bit. Drake's been good for a couple of years. They don't get the recognition they deserve because they're a Missouri Valley squad, but obviously I hate to say like the smart money, but people who bet basketball said Drake is the right side here, and we have a 3-point line move basically.
Yep. Well, and some people were so adamant about Washington State, and that's why I thought that Colorado would beat them. But
blaming fucking Drake, bro. This out of all the games, I believe on Thursday, this is the most bet on pick'em game from the public. And man, you're telling me that
Drake.
Bro, 93% of the public, 99% of the big bets,
on Drake.
On Drake. All the money's coming in on Drake, and I'm high on Drake. Don't get me wrong. Coach's son, I usually don't like backing those type of teams, but the coach's son on this team is their best fucking player. Not Mountain West, Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year on Drake. Drake, yeah, they can put up points with the best of them. I think that this game is going to be a little amount of defense being played. Up and over that 138 total. I have this total aligned around 143, 145.5, somewhere in that range. And as much as I love Drake, this might be one of those ones like always fade the public during March Madness. And damn, this has all the backings of this is one of the most public spots on the card. I just feel like from that angle, I can't back Drake. I like Drake. And if I think Drake's going to win, this is going way over 138.5. I like the over as the best bet. And I think if you want to fade the public, you go Washington State. But shouts to people that got Drake at plus money, because if you got it close to a pick 'em odds, I definitely think that's the right side. But I actually think the right side could just be points. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. If I'm not to be mistaken, this game will be played in Omaha, Nebraska at the Health
It's a
Center.
home game for him. It's a home game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mel said, I agree. Mel, I agree with that, a home game. But don't talk to me about them being screwed as a 7 seed. New Mexico won their conference tournament, and they're an 11 seed.
Hold on a second. Let's be honest here. This is a bad seeding for Washington State, which is it's an insult because they think the Pac-10 is a joke. The Pac-10 is no more. So they're going to give them a top team like Drake, because Drake is a good team. That's why Drake's favored.
Yeah.
New Mexico was a team that wasn't even in the tournament coming in. They went out to get in there.
Okay, let's go in. I'll go another
Kind of
round.
Utah
State's is an 8 seed.
They were the
see what I'm
1
saying?
seed coming into their tournament.
My
Utah
point
State
is-
was
is-
the 1 seed. San Diego State was the favorite to win the Mountain West. New Mexico had to win out to even make the tournament because they had a bad run at the end.
Nevada's a 10 seed.
And
I think
Nevada's
Nevada's-
going to roll too. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
home game for them in Salt Lake.
All I'm saying is that I think 7 is perfect at best. It maybe even be they should be an 8th or 9th seed maybe.
I don't think that they're the best team out in the Missouri Valley Conference, man. To be honest with you, it's just they got hot. They're the hottest team in the Missouri Valley Conference.
They have 6 losses, 2 of them by overtime. I mean, they lost at the one who's the team everybody loves. I guess we had who they
Indiana
lose. Hold on a
State.
second.
Indiana
They lose
State,
Indiana. I was just looking at their.
the Sycamores.
I was just looking at their. What's it? I mean, it's not a bad team here. They're a good team. And
I'm not saying they're a bad team. I'm saying 7th seed is perfectly fine. I don't think they got
for
they
who?
got
For
screwed.
Washington State?
Yes.
It is a good team because all they did was just beat Arizona
No,
twice.
good
So
seed. They're good seed. 7 is fine. 7 is a fine seed for them.
for
The
Washington
part that
State,
they got
that's-
screwed about, yes.
The
part that they
screwed
got-
part is they got Drake, who's a good team.
Yes. They got
Yes.
Drake, and
Agree.
it's at home. That is the screwed part.
You got Drake
not
in
the seed.
Omaha. That was the screwed part.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with that.
But see, I disagree. Like Bill was saying about the public time. Throw that crap out the window now. I mean, with legal sports betting, it's not like people are dabbling around. It's not 2012. It's not even definitely 97. You got people betting all the time now. So you see a breakdown of something because it says New Jersey has odds of this. It says X% of public's on this. The public in Louisiana is on this. Wyoming's on it. You can't do that because people now, besides all the small channels like we have doing stuff, you turn on ESPN, they got some sports betting guy on there. You turn on MLB.com, MLB Network has a person giving bets out. So the public side of it is out the window, which is why
Higgs,
one.
though, I think it does matter though if the line changes. If you got the original line at plus money, I don't.
Bill, let me tell you, the public is not betting Sunday night at 7:04 p.m. for a Thursday night game. They're not. They are degenerates with no money in their accounts. They're worried about a first basket rebounding same game parlay shit for Monday NBA. They don't have money to bet a week out. They don't have it. Billy, I hit 70-something% NFL on Sunday night giving plays out. Nobody, I can't bet. Who has money to bet a week ahead of time? Okay, loser. That's why I'm me, and you people are you don't have money to bet 3 days out. The public is not betting and moving the line 3 points.
I'm
The
not
people
saying
that
that
aren't
they
betting
are.
money
I'm
on
just saying if you're looking at this game right before the tip and now you're paying minus.
Yeah, well,
money,
that's why you don't.
I would
bet
lean towards the
till Lee-
over. I
till Lee
think
Corso
I would
puts his
pass
hat
to
on.
lean towards the over. Like I feel like the original line was good. If you're in a bracket, you pick Drake. But as it gets closer towards game time, that line's gone away. Sometimes in sports betting, you don't want to force a bet. You got a good line if it came out, but at minus, probably going to close at 140 or something like that. I would lay off of that at that point.
All right.
Well, I agree with that. Betting late, I mean, it has its advantage sometimes. and the public is definitely late bettors to the game, trying to chase the steam and find out what's what. But just to say you can't do the public, because if that's the case, who's the public team this year? Grand Canyon, UAB, Samford. Who's the other guy?
Sanford, not
JMU. JMU.
I
James
have a report right here
James
from
Madison, absolutely.
the most DraftKings, the most bet on spreads are UConn number 1 minus 26.5, Kentucky number 2 minus 13.5, UAB plus 7, Colorado in the first 4 game tonight minus 2.5.
Also keep in mind that's tonight's game.
I'm just reading it off from today, right now, in this exact moment. James Madison plus 5, Duke minus 12, Grand Canyon plus 5.5, and North Carolina State plus 5. And then the most bet on games, top 5, is Akron versus Creighton, Samford versus Kansas, McNeese State, Gonzaga, Oakland, Kentucky, and Morehead State, Illinois.
See, what I really look at for that is I can care less if a favorite's public, but when we're getting these underdogs that everybody likes, like these popular underdogs, they're going to lose by 20. We saw that last year. We saw that the year
Everybody's
before.
like, oh, it's the 5-12 matchup. Take the dogs. They went. Oh, they lost
exactly.
They did not cover. And I'm listen. I'm on a bunch of the 5-12 dog because I'm on 4-13 dog. I'm a dog player most of the time, so that's fine. The public's going to win a game or two. That's fine. You know they do, but like he said, Billy's like they're on UConn. I mean, I'm not.
Sean Higgs is a dirty dog.
What a dirty dog. How about this game?
Filthy animal.
All right, so this game. I'm just going to say right now, I could give a shit about this game. Iowa State in the bracket, nothing else. 16 points, totals 135.5. Billy, you got some take on this one?
At this point, I mean, 16 points with Iowa State is a little bit absurd. If you bet on Iowa State, the golden red cardinal rule is you bet Iowa State at home. The Cyclones at the crib. Ooh. Neutral site, they look good this year in neutral site and road games. They have some big W's, but I mean, they're being priced as I feel like the price is being priced out here, like minus 16 points. Damn, dude, you're saying Iowa State's going to be up by double digits? If you like Iowa State minus the 16, you would have to like the first half line. I actually think it's South Dakota State backdoor cover of fucking.
But you also 16. Have Iowa State's also playing a quasi home game here, though, too. You know.
Yeah, but 16.5 points, though, Higgs, at a 135.
I don't want to lay that. I'd rather just take the under and think this is going to be, something along the lines of, 60-47. Maybe it's a dogfight and it's 50-55 all or some nonsense.
I think the under is a good look in this game. Like if you, I think the game goes under. But I think the under kind of correlates with Iowa State just blowing them out. So this is definitely, like Dave said, don't bet on this fucking game.
No, I agree.
I've already bet it though.
Nick, go ahead, Nick. Are you going to say that you have this as your fucking upset?
This is the most live 15 seed in the bracket.
Here we go.
The most live 15.
Yes. If you're picking a 15 seed to pull off an upset, look at these jackrabbits right here. I just feel like this is one of those spots where number one, 16.5 points is what I got him at. I see this as a lower scoring game. I don't trust Iowa State to cover this type of number. I think that this is closer than people might think. Billy, I don't know if you joined the confidence pool for Pub Sports Radio.
No, I did not.
I spent 2 points on these jackrabbits right here as one of my punt teams. As one of those, I had a couple points left over at the end. I took some jackrabbits here. I have them 11-1 to win this game outright potentially. And because when I bet dogs, I sprinkle the money line. So be it. But yeah, I think this is the most live 15 seed in the bracket. And I took a small piece of some jackrabbits in here in this spot, and I put him in my confidence pool for Pup Sports.
Hammercock play of the day. If there wasn't a Hammercock play, that is one. And I'm not making fun of you. Good luck. I don't have a bet on this game. I hope you win.
I agree with Nick, though. The 16 points for Iowa State is a little bit absurd.
I could get behind that. All right, let's move on. Let's not waste time. We're gonna waste time on it. We'll go to this next fucking world beater versus a real world beater. Is North Carolina covering 24.5 points here?
Yes.
No.
Probably. I think so too. Wiggs.
I think they are. I mean, I didn't like Wagner in their first matchup playing with 5 guys.
I mean,
7. I like the under in this game a little bit. If I had to bet anything in this game, just because I do have a whopping $3 on 25-1 for Wagner to win this game outright. But no, do I actually believe that it's going to happen? No. I like the under this game. I gave out the under in a little round table thing with Craig today. And it's pretty simple.
It makes sense because it could be 80 to 50.
And more of my capping behind it was that Wagner, they're going to go back to the style that they played in during NEC conference play, because they kind of ran a faster pace against Howard than they usually do. They only have 7 active players, and they played the slowest tempo, one of the slowest tempos in the nation, because they have to limit the possessions so they can eliminate the opportunity for players to foul out, because they don't have the depth for players to foul out. Wagner first half, I think, is very intriguing. I like the unders a little bit in this game. Maybe if you're feeling frisky, a North Carolina team total under. I don't know what that is. But I see this as a game where they slow this down to an absolute crawl to try to preserve players.
They had scored more than 70 points 5 times this entire year since January 1st. 5 times they eclipsed 70 points. And somehow they came out drilling everything on a neutral.
Do you want to know why? Yeah. I'm going to tell you what right now. Where is Wagner University? Where is it located?
New York.
New York?
Staten Island.
Okay, what's on Staten Island?
The mob.
A bunch of greasy Sicilians. I shouldn't even say that because I'm going to tell you right now.
Going to hit a shot as the time expires and covers.
What they're going to do is there's going to be a ton of money on UNC, and UNC is going to get blown out by 40 points. That's why I think UNC covers, because they can control them. The proverbial they, those Staten Island folks. I'm not surprised. Billy, what do you think about my fucking conspiracy?
This is like, man, I just don't see how UConn doesn't win this game by like 40 plus points, man.
UConn won by North Carolina. So.
I mean, like, damn, man. I'm with Nathan Serna in the chat. Like, this is a -40 alt line. This is the 30 plus that you bet on FanDuel. This is the ass whooping here. I mean, great Wagner story. Cool guys over there, you know. But this is just a bad matchup for them. Mondo Baycott is like 25 years old, still playing basketball. Cormac Ryan, 25 years old, still playing basketball. Like, North Carolina has these super seniors that got that extra year.
Let's be like a guy whose initials are SF and take North Carolina money line because it's a value play at -7,000. I think it's worth it.
I think that as much as you guys like the under,
you don't lay the 24.5 points. All right, yeah, I 100%. Sports betting is easy. Play of the day, North Carolina money line, and move on. Right?
You take Carolina, UConn, and Houston on a money line. I think you're going 3-0 in that.
Parlay it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and you
parlay
still
that at -1,000,
and you win 25 cents on the dollar.
All
right,
like 10,000 on it.
Yeah, get out of this game.
Yeah, we're at it. We're out of this fucking deal. All right.
I love this next one. I love this next one.
Hold on. I know. I bet you do. I didn't find the stat. Let me get to where I need to get. I didn't find the stat, but someone told me that Izzo. Come on.
13-1.
13-1 is a lower seed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. What does that? I mean, what does that have to tell you? Go ahead, Nick. Run with it. You obviously like it. So
Go green, go white, outright. No, I got Michigan State at -120 in this game, and I grabbed +350 for Michigan State to make the Sweet 16 because March and Tom Izzo just go well together. I like Michigan State in this spot. I have them. I thought they should have been a little bit bigger of favorites in this game. You give me Michigan State with Tom Izzo in March. I'm going to bet them here, and if I lose, so be it. Michigan State here for me. Money line.
Billy.
Oh, you're making me be the guy.
Be the guy.
I get it. Izzo's March Madness record, ATS, one of the best coaches. I mean, you're not going to find a coach better than that. But at the end of the day, I just don't think this Michigan State team is really, I just don't think they're that good. Like, they're being coached up right now. And whatever you want to say about Mississippi State, they do have, I think, the talent edge, but the coaching edge is so drastic that it's hard to make a bet. But man, let Tolo Smith get off in the middle down here, and Mississippi State's got the shooters shooting like Hubbard and stuff like that. Like Hubbard's a type of I think Hubbard's better than Walker, and that's why I'm kind of leaning toward Mississippi State at dog money. But this is just going to be one of those ones. I'm going to have to figure this out because you can say what you want about Izzo, but Izzo is just a money-making machine in March. So it's just like they're like the Patriots. Like you better have a damn good reason to bet against them. Like
how can you deny 13-1 as the underseeded team? I mean, come on.
Yeah, because I think Tolo Smith and Marcus Hubbard are the two best players in the board.
What'd you hear?
Forget about that record for a second. Let's just throw that out and just look at Big Ten, SEC this year. Obviously, SEC head and shoulders better than a Big Ten, right? I mean,
yeah, of course.
Mississippi State beat Tennessee twice. That's pretty nice to do. But then everywhere else, it's kind of like, you lost to other better teams. So the fact that I got a 19-14 Michigan State team, who's really here kind of based on their name and hoping to get better, right? They had a 4-game win streak in February. You think, all right, this is the team we're supposed to be to start the season. Then they lose like 4 out of 5 again. People didn't think they should be in. Right? Well, why are they in? They're 19 and whatever the record is. They're not a good. They're 19-14, right? How are they in here? And yet, not only that, they're favored over a team out of a better conference who has a pair of wins that are way better than Michigan State even came close to this year. It's definitely Sparty all day, just based on that.
Yeah. Well, I like
that's what I was looking for, Bell. 24-23-1. That's his record.
We're talking about it as when he's underseeded because most of the time Michigan State, they're big favorites.
When's he been underseeded? How long ago was the last time he's been underseeded?
Well, probably the past few years.
And they've been bad the last few years.
Okay.
The underseeding kind of thing could come into place when he's a 4 seed and they go 6-0 and win the title in 2000 with Mateen Cleaves or something, you know?
Okay.
Like that could be a not many times you see Michigan State come in playing in 8-9 games.
Yeah.
And honestly, when they're a 5 seed or a 4 seed, people are taking Michigan State because it's Tom Izzo getting 3 points.
Yeah.
Not in an 8-9 game where you're a 500 club.
And Mel, what is
I like Michigan that from Mel that brought up. I was just looking for that stat.
How many of those ATS losses are as, let's just say, 5 points or higher favorites?
Yeah, this is a pick 'em. This is a pick 'em.
Because when you give me a pick 'em in this spot, you take Michigan State.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Last year, they were a dog to K-State in the first round. They lost, by the way.
Okay. And Kansas State went
hold
to
on a second. No, wait, that's a mistake. They beat Marquette. No. Hold on a second. Is this 2022-23? USC, they beat USC as a 2-point fave. They were a dog to Marquette. They won. Then they lost to K-State. as a dog.
It's not fair enough. Kansas State went to the Final Four, didn't they?
And then the year before that, beat Davidson.
Or the Elite Eight, either one.
Beat Davidson as a 1.5 point dog. Lost to Duke as a 6 point dog. Lost to UCLA as a 2 point fave.
We got 3 Michigan States and 1 I don't knows. We'll go into this one. This one's of interest, I think. I'll start with Sean. I think a lot of people are going to be on Grand Canyon.
Oh, you think?
And
You think?
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, well, obviously Billy already read it off, didn't he?
Of course you're going to be on Grand Canyon. And again, this is like those other lines. Gonzaga laying 6, Kansas laying 7. Like those lines, those are auto plays on. I didn't even know what the seeds were. I just see those lines. I have to take a dog. This one here, though, I didn't bet it. I want to take St. Mary's because I think everybody's going to take Grand Canyon based on, it's Grand Canyon. Where this could St. Mary's team, I see them put up a defense where they allow 40 points in the game or 20 points. Grand Canyon is not in that lower level of a team, but they haven't faced a defense like a St. Mary's defense can bring. I'm a little worried about their offense for Mary's, but I want to lay. I want to lay here with St. Mary's.
Billy, what do you think? We got the Lopes versus the Gay Holes.
All year long, I was talking about Grand Canyon. They got Grant Foster. That fucking Grant. I think it's Grant Foster. Kansas kid ended up having like some heart problem thing, and he ended up taking a year off. Like he's a legit NBA prospect. But long story short, once they announced that they're playing St. Mary's,
it's terrible.
This is a horrible matchup for them, man.
Horrible.
This
is what I'm talking about, like the Drake game. They like screw these mid majors. They either put them against each other or they put them in a matchup where it's just terrible for them.
I was hyped for Grand Canyon. They're going to be a team I was just going to pick. But, man, dude, this is a bad matchup for him, man. Saxton down low. There's not a lot of times where Saxon is – Grand Canyon's got a big whitey too, but fucking Saxon's going to control the paint and control the pace for this great St. Mary's team. And I don't think Grand Canyon's going to be able to execute as efficiently in the half-court offense. When you watch Grand Canyon play, they're get the ball off the rim and kick it out to our fast guys and go and let's dunk and score and shoot threes. And that's not the way St. Mary's plays. The total tells you this is going to be a very slow-paced game, and I think that favors St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's is live to even make – I got St. Mary's penciled in as an Elite Eight team. Like, they're a good ball club this year. This is probably the best St. Mary's basketball program that they had ever, like, team-wise.
Nick, what do you think?
It's one of the first games I bet when I saw the bracket. I laid 4.5 with the Gales in this spot. This is a fun Grand Canyon team, but they got fucked with the matchup in their first round here. Like this is a Gales team that will probably shut them down to 55 points. Like this would be a defensive minded game. And teams like St. Mary's, this is where they can thrive, is in tournaments like this where they can shut down teams defensively. And I think this is a spot where St. Mary's blows them out by double digits. I think this is one of those 61-50 type of games where it goes way under the total. And I have also grabbed a little plus 185 for the Gales to be one of the final 16 teams. I have a Sweet 16 ticket on the Gales. I like the Gales in this spot. This was one of the first spots I picked out, knowing that the Lopes are going to be one of the public's favorite dogs as well. One of those popular doggy picks. I'm against them here. I'm all over St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's tomorrow may be one of the best bets on the board.
All right. Well, I have St. Mary's question mark. I lean that way. They're definitely in all my brackets, even though I think that one dude from Grand Canyon's an NBA talent, potential NBA talent.
That kid's fucking good, man. 6'7", wing, shoot, score, but The way I think the key player for this game is Mahoney from St. Mary's. If St. Mary's wins this game, Mahoney's going to be the reason why.
All righty. Let's go to the next game. Which I want to actually look something up real quick. I have a feeling I know what I'm betting. I just need to look. Can you stop? There we go. Okay. Got Charleston College versus the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. I mean, it 173.5. I mean, I'm thinking about taking the over. I know Bama plays no defense. Charleston is what I needed to look up.
It doesn't make it different. I mean, Bama scores 90 a game. Charleston scores about 70, 75 a game.
Okay, so so it's under. By your math.
I would.
I think
it's an over. It's just going to be up and down.
Here's the thing, though. This is a tricky game because both these teams rely heavily on the 3-ball. This is either going to be a game that potentially flirts with 200 or doesn't break 160.
The thing is, when you have
like 90, this could either be like 98, 93, or this can be 62 to 56. Like this could be those two, and it all depends whether or not the shots hit. Like the 3-point, like these two teams are over reliant on the three-point ball, and I think that the range of outcomes for this total can range from 130 points to 190 points in this game. So I'm staying off the total. I like Charleston outright in this game. I think Alabama's a fade team in the tournament because I think that they rely too much on their offense and they play absolutely no defense. Laying 9.5 with a team that plays no defense is no thank you for me. I like Charleston in this matchup here as an outright doggy winner.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Bailey, what do you have to say about that?
I fire away on some of these bigger dogs. Like there are some dogs I have circled that I want to bet. And this was one of them.
You're definitely have a live shot here. You're getting 9.5 for the team that doesn't stop anybody.
I'm not denying that at all. I'm not no Alabama advocate. Don't get me wrong.
But outright team makes me scratch my chin.
I think Alabama and St. Mary's are going to go head-to-head eventually on second weekend, next weekend, and that's when they are going to lose to a team like St. Mary's. But for this game against Charleston, the pace of play is the reason why the total's so high. These teams are like the top, I would say, top 15 in KenPom for pace of play. So regardless if the shots are going in or out, both teams are looking to do the same exact thing. So I don't blame you. When you break it down like that, if they're both doing the same thing, like shit, then one team could just be hotter from the 3-point line at that point. But Bama should be able good enough to win this game. This is one of those games that it's going to be close probably at halftime, but then Bama just pulls away in the second half.
Yep, I got it under a question mark.
I would not.
They do play fast. Anyway, no, I have a question mark for the total. All right, moving on.
I think if you like Alabama, you take their team total. You do not lay these points.
You could probably bet it live. To be honest with you, there's going to be a point where like this game's going to be close. You're going to be sweating the tickets, but once the second half starts, I feel like that's when we're going to see the difference.
That's not what I wanted, you stupid MFer. This site's really slow. It's probably because everyone's on it. Okay. Right before the here we go. That should be it. No. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Give me a second.
Yep.
I pressed back and it's not loading, and now it loaded. All right, we got to click on
Golden Triangles in Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Clemson. There we go. Okay.
The Lobos.
I'm sort of on the New Mexico train. I don't know about this one. This is a big question mark for me. I'll probably stay off. We'll start with Higgs. Higgs, what do you want on this one?
I bet New Mexico minus 145. And I like New Mexico all year. I like Mashburn. I liked House. I liked them last year when they came over from Minnesota. Clemson, no thank you. I know they're coming off a embarrassing loss, but again, it's Duke and it's NC, and the rest of that conference is terrible to me. I'm going to take a team New Mexico. They need to win every game to get here. They did win every game, and they beat what, a bunch of tournament teams on the way here, with the exception who they beat, Air Force or San Jose, one of those crap teams. But otherwise, man, the top of the Mountain West, it's not sexy Purdue or UConn or Houston. It is as good as the second tier of a day, game in and game out. Like all those teams went to other places and lost. I mean, they're battle tested and they're hungry. And this is a team that's going to get to the second round. I like the coach. They got two kind of stud players. Clemson. Oh, thank you. And this is another spot. Isn't this like a lower seed favored over the higher seed or whatever?
Yeah, it's 11. It's 11 seed over a 6 seed.
Yeah, I got the stat right here for you. An 11 seed has been favorited over the 6 seed. 10-1 straight up in those games. 9 out of those 10 teams have won by double digits. The 11 seeds 19-17 versus the 6 seed in the first round in the last 10 years. So I actually think let's just break this down to simple capping. Clemson's a fucking football school. New Mexico's got fucking NBA fucking talent on that team. They have like 3 NBA Suns on that team. Like that team is fucking stacked. People aren't talking about the Lobos because they play at midnight. This is a cigar game here. Not only is New Mexico going to win, get those all line readies.
All right, Nicholas.
I was looking a little Clemson, but I don't know yet. I haven't bet this game. I was looking Clemson. I thought the wrong team was favored. And I can see a lot of people loving the Lobos because didn't they just have to run through their tournament that everybody just saw them go through and win the Mountain West, which has a bunch of teams in the tournament, and you saw Clemson get blown out. This could be a buy low spot on Clemson. Is kind of the way I was looking at it, but I don't know. I haven't bet it yet. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I was looking Tigers, but we'll see.
All right. Mel says right team's favored in New Mexico. Yeah, I have a question mark too whether I'm betting that one. I don't know why I shouldn't after Billy gave us that stat, but nope, that's not right. Why is it doing that? Something's wrong with this. I'm clicking on.
HBG's and a different fucking website. It is the March Madness app. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, this just has it presented it the right way. Let me do this.
Why don't when you click a game, pull up the game that you pull up on the thing?
Well, no, that's what I'm doing. That's the whole. Okay. There we go. It's fixed now. There we go. Colgate Raiders, Baylor Bears, Baylor 13.5. I don't know, bro. This Baylor team is up. This Baylor team's schizophrenic.
Now, this is the team I thought the public would be on with Baylor. I can't. Colgate is normally a team. It's like Vermont. Like sometimes they'll get some nice, maybe they'll be like a Syracuse or they'll steal some kind of non-conference win versus a good school. They don't have that this year. And Baylor 2 weeks ago was like a trendy team to win it all. Do you want to lay it? I like that 139. Maybe it's an over game. I don't have anything on this game. But that's right. I got 6 games I bet Friday. This isn't one of them.
Yeah, I agree. Billy, what do you think? You have any opinion on this?
I think as a whole, for the Patriot League this year, it's just been so fucking like nothing against Colgate's record this year in their conference record, but Patriot League this is definitely one of the down years for the Patriot League.
It's terrible.
It's the 30th best conference ranked by KenPom. It's the lowest ranking league-wise since 1997. So I just feel like this is a fraudulent team. Baylor's they just have too much talent. Baylor looked like a frantic team, but that's because the Big 12 is the hardest conference to play in. I think Baylor's kind of got it together here, and this is a game that I feel like creates their momentum. They go on a little run here, and high on Baylor this year. I think it's one of those type of seeds that will end up looking at them in the Final Four and be like, I mean, we knew Baylor was going to be in the Final Four.
Colgate lost to Syracuse this year by 4. They lost to Yale by 8. Their best wins are what? Weber State and Gardner Weeb. Lost to Arizona by 30, basically. Vermont, Illinois. I mean, they lost to Iona by 20.
The only thing I don't like about this game is that it's an early tip. I think it's a 12:30 game.
Yeah, 12:40. In Memphis.
I'm off it. Nick, what do you on this game at all or not?
No, I think bracket wise, this game doesn't matter. I think whoever wins Clemson, New Mexico beats Baylor. I don't see Baylor making the Sweet 16. So,
all right.
I see Baylor winning this game. Do they cover? I don't know, but I don't trust Baylor to cover this type of number though.
Now we're working. Here's an interesting one. Nevada, underranked team as a favorite against Dayton. How do we feel about that?
Nevada in a rout.
I know you like this game.
Here we go.
Lot.
Another 10 seed favor. What is Dayton doing in the tournament? What did they do? Go look at that schedule.
Rashawn Holmes.
Who Dayton beat?
The reason why Dayton's in the tournament is because their center is the second best. He's like probably the second best center in all of college basketball. But other than that, the team sucks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I've seen
this act before. Give me Nevada.
I like that. Very easy.
So I bet Dayton this afternoon.
What?
Ron Holmes is fucking good, bro.
I don't know.
I mean, Nevada, Reno playing in Salt Lake. Like that place won't be jam-packed with a bunch of Reno Wolfpack fans.
It's not that far away.
Could be.
No, it's not.
Nick, what was the price tag on that?
It's probably expensive.
I got plus 105.
In Utah. Oh, I thought you meant the tickets.
No. What he said he bet Dayton earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, I got him. I think plus 105, plus one even money.
All right.
I thought the wrong team was favored.
Do you? There is a legit case to be made that Deron Holmes is the best basketball player on the floor, and who the fuck is Nevada throwing at him? That's the only fear that I have.
All right. Here's a fun matchup, but I don't know how much more to talk about it. I think it's hilarious that that Long Beach State fires their coach and says they're he's gonna let him finish up the season, and they end up going to the tournament. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. But I told you, I've said this every year. People, I know this school. This is around where I grew up. Long Beach State comes into the conference usually and blows to the conference. Didn't happen this year. There was a reason why, if you go back for 20 years, you're going to see the most conference wins from Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara. It's because they just fucking come to play in February and March. That's what they do. And this coach has been around that's because of the coach. He's been around for 15 seasons or however the fuck long, which it might change. But it ends here. They lose. Do they lose by 20 and a half? Probably. But good for them for getting there. That's all I was going to say. Sean, what do you think? Are you laying 20 and a half with the Wildcats?
Is this a spot where Arizona shows up and says, we got a couple NBA guys ourselves and just runs Long Beach out of the building?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe, how about an over look here? I didn't bet this game because I'm just torn on it. Like, part of me is like Big West versus Pac-12. Why not take the? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a spot where Long Beach wants to say, "Hey, we're playing the big guys. Let's come out and show out a little bit." But and they'll probably have fans here. Again, this is in Utah. It's next to California. You know,
Yeah.
Probably get some fans there. Why wouldn't you?
Well, no, I'm not going to say that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's not. I mean, my drive, and I live in northern Arizona. Well, they're a long ways actually. They're another 6. Theirs is like a 14-hour drive, but it's about a 7-hour drive for me to Salt Lake City, which I would do if my team was in it and had tickets.
I mean, it should be. Listen, both teams should probably have fans there. You're getting 20 with a door. What time is this game?
11 Mountain Time.
So, I was going to say, it's a 2:00 start, so it's one of those. You know, it's the early game out there. Now, if this was like the night game, it'd be like, you know what, fans would be wrapped up. It would be like everybody for Long Beach, you know.
Yeah.
But you got an early game, people trickling in. There won't be much there for them. I mean, maybe if it's close with 5 minutes to go, maybe there'll be a little push. But at that point, maybe I'll just lean to Arizona here to take care of business. You got to look at kind of stuff like that. Like you get a kind of like a live dog in a spot where it's like the second game and you got people there, or the third game and you got a lot of fans, and it's everybody's tuned up a little bit. It's like, everybody starts cheering for the underdog, and that's the kind of stuff that makes these games interesting.
No, I'm with you. I'm not betting it, but I like your idea.
Yeah. No, I don't have it.
Yeah. Now, all right. Does anyone have a bet on this? I don't think so. Let's move on.
I like your setup better. I had to make a bunch of banners. I like your setup.
You have Arizona?
I laid it with Arizona. I'm very high on Arizona heading into this tournament, though.
Oh, that's right.
This guy. Let's take Arizona, and also let's take Moorhead or whoever. Let's take some crazy underdogs. Charleston money line, or we'll lay 20 with Arizona.
I don't know.
All over the place. But you got to mix it up, though. You got to mix it up. I'm not making fun of you. You have to have both. You can't just go all one way.
Hold on. How the fuck do I get?
I do feel you on that, Big Scott. I like Arizona. I'm high on them. Damn,
I got 19 and a half.
Okay. Well, maybe that point will matter. We had Moorhead, and now we got Longwood versus Houston -24. I'm so tempted to bet against fucking 24 points with this Houston team this year. Fuck them, but I don't know.
Houston first half team total 37.5. Unload 37. They scored 41. This game's gonna be 53-17 at the half. Houston in a rout, no doubt.
Really?
Rout Houston. 37.5 first half points. They're going to have that at like the 10-minute mark. They're going to crush these guys. They're off a game, totally embarrassed loss. Granted, they're the 1 seed already, not much to play for. No. Longwood, okay, you beat High Point twice. Another team like Purdue, who kind of gets nicked by Northwestern or Washington State and Arizona. Longwood got High Point twice. They're not a good team. They just played a team they kind of had their number on. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck against Houston, Longwood.
This is a horrible
over
matchup.
37 and a half.
They
Get out of here. I'm going to go over 50 first half with Houston.
Longwood ranks 257th in the country in turnover rate, and Houston ranks number 3 in forced turnovers, steals, blocks, and shots. So this is a bad matchup for Longwood.
Houston is one of the literally one of the slowest teams in the country.
It doesn't make a difference.
That's why it's so low. I mean, I can maybe they win 76-42.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Houston's gonna. Who cares? They're playing slow. They're gonna score every time because Longwood's got nobody to defend these guys.
Yeah.
This game's gonna be like 15-2. With like 5 minutes into it, it's not going to be close.
This scares the shit out of me. I'm not betting this game. I
saw a sarcastic, funny trend to this game that points to Longwood winning outright. I'm not. This is a joke though, but 3 straight years we've had inappropriate named teams beat a 1 or 2 seed in the tournament.
Yes.
Last year is Fairleigh Dickinson, St. Peter's, and Oral Roberts. The last 3 years. So Longwood. I'm being sarcastic, but I thought that was funny. It's my only contribution to this game.
Well, I have none either. That's better than mine because I'm saying no thanks. You gotta do this stupid thing again. Okay, let's go to this is an interesting matchup. I don't have a bet on this. It's near a pick 'em. I think everyone I've talked to about this game, it's just they kind of don't know where to go.
This is again. You got Nebraska who's played well this year. Yeah. Aggies who looked dead after they lost by 20 in a couple games came back, had a nice winning streak. I don't know what to do with this one here. I didn't play it. I want to take Nebraska. I like Nebraska's team, but it's also you're good in a bad Pac-12 or Big 10. I got nothing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe over. I don't know.
What are you thinking, Billy? Do you like anything in this game? Are you on
Billy,
mute?
what's the weather up there, man? You look like you were chilling in the shed.
Yeah, it was very cold. It was feeling like springtime for a little bit, but that is long gone. This is a hard game because it's like
right.
I think Higgs made a good statement about the SEC kind of being somewhat a little bit undervalued. But man,
I think this game is a pick'em, and it is a pick'em, and I don't think there's any. I mean, I don't think I want to bet it. Nick, give us something.
A huge advantage rebounding wise and points in the paint for Texas A&M. I feel like they could this could be a Texas A&M smash by. Is Nebraska like a trendy pick this year?
Isn't Nebraska really good for 3?
If I had to fill out for a bracket wise, it's Nebraska, but I don't know. This one's tricky.
I think I had Texas A&M in both brackets, to tell you the truth. Nebraska, let's look and see their team stats. They shoot the 3. That's what they do. And they are pretty decent at defense. Who was the game? Let's look at who they just played, Nebraska. They lost to Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Rutgers. Indiana was the game that everyone was on Indiana. That's what I remember. Anyways, I don't have a play in this game. I don't really care about this game. How about that? How about them apples?
Sure.
Can we get over here? There we go. All right. Super interesting game. Seems like everyone, including me, is on James Madison, but I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. And we'll start with Higgs. Higgs, are you on the Dukes here or what?
I took them. I got Madison I got a bad number. I got opener at 4.5. That was the opener, 4.5. Like, should I have waited thinking it would go up? Probably. It went up a whole point. But again, I see that kind of number, and I mentioned it with the Kansas line and Gonzaga at 6s, like big name schools. And whether you think Wisconsin's a big name school, it's still Wisconsin bunch. 4.5. Again, it's 5.5 now. It was a 4.5 opener. I took James Madison. It's a bad number, but I believe. Let's go, Madison. Am I frozen?
Billy, you're on James Madison for sure.
This is a hard one, man. Because the way AJ Store's playing right now, AJ Store's playing great basketball. But man, I also think JMU is kind of like a team. You wouldn't think that they're that good, but when you look at them, they have the non-con wins. They got the in-conference wins. Like, they have one of the best three-point defenses in the country. And if they can hit shots in this game, they could definitely be live. But this is a game that I have circled as like too public of a game. I gotta figure it out here. I could see either team winning by 6 or more. It's just I just don't know which one it's going to be. It's hard.
All right, so here's the deal with this. So I know Wisconsin, they beat Purdue. They went deep in the fucking whatever, blah, blibbity blop, blibbity blop. The Big Ten can suck my testicles. But JMU blew through their conference. App State beat them twice. That was it. Southern Miss. But this is a team, they beat Michigan State. They beat Fresno State. I mean, Texas State, Louisiana, those aren't great teams, but they won. I mean, they won every out-of-conference game. Well, what else do you want from them? Again, I mean, with an underwhelming Wisconsin team, you're getting 5.5 points. Come on, Nick. Come on, right?
You look at the Michigan State win, and what's good about that is, Dave, is the next game on the road, they went and won at Kent State. You know,
Scored 113
you think that's
points.
a bad spot. You just beat a top 25 team, a marquee team. You're on the road back-to-back, and you go and beat Kent State. Again, not a great. I mean, they were the 8th seed, I think, in the MAC, but still, that most teams would have a letdown spot, and people would be like, "Well, they're coming off a big win." They didn't. They went and won a crazy one, 113-108. I mean, that's nuts on the road.
Yeah.
So that shows a little heart for me. Got to like them.
Nick, who are you on?
Wisconsin or nothing for me.
Oh, Jesus. You're all over the place.
I mean, but in my defense, I also grabbed some Wisconsin at plus 225 to reach the Sweet 16. And it's because I like them in this matchup against James Madison. I think James Madison's going to be one of those overhyped teams coming into the tournament. And then I think they have an opportunity to beat Duke in the next round. So I'm going to take Wisconsin at 5.5. I'm a little iffy on it. I did tag them up with St. Mary's as like a little 2-teamer there at plus 109. I was kind of screwing around for a couple 2-teamers for these teams that are like minus 4.5, minus 5 that I could think could be potentially a closer game. I think Wisconsin, Gonzaga, St. Mary's are all good for that, of like trying to tie them together and just ask them to win. But yeah, I'm going to be on Wisconsin. I've got like Wisconsin to make the Sweet 16. But like that's kind of where I'm looking at for this matchup.
All right. Well, we got Nick. That's multiple personalities.
I got a sweet email here from your Tactical. Nice.
Okay.
Level 4 body armor on sale, $249 for big 10x12 chest plates.
For what? For
am I the only guy who owns
paintball
body armor?
Oh,
yeah, paintball.
All right. Next game. Vermont, Duke. Duke's favored by 12 points. I mean,
Duke in a rat, I think.
Yeah.
Someone get me interested in this game because I'm not interested in it.
Duke is probably going to him. After that, who knows? But Vermont is very good. I thought they got overseeded.
I think
Vermont
Duke
lost,
beats the doors off them, but it's just
Vermont
Wisconsin.
lost to Virginia Tech, beat Yale by 1, Dartmouth by 11, lost to Bradley, Liberty, somehow beat Charleston. I'm not buying it. Normally, it's kind of like let's fade Duke here. I think Duke by 20.
I agree. I couldn't agree.
And I'm not a Duke. I didn't bet the game. I mean, I got it. I put in a little midday money as a free pick. I think Duke's going to roll. It's not a spot, and I'm a Duke fader. Like I think it's a team that's. All right, you got NBA guys, but I like to fade them sometimes.
Against whiskey is where to fade them, not in this game.
Kind of agree with Nick on that. This is not the round to fade Duke.
This is just a bad stylistical matchup for. I can see this being 12 minutes into the game and Duke's up 15.
Yeah.
Now, next round be interesting with James Madison versus Duke in the second round.
Either
you
team,
said Wisconsin, Rock. Yeah.
one of those two teams are going to give Duke rifts. I feel like it doesn't matter if it's James Madison or Wisconsin.
All right.
If you get Wisconsin, Wisconsin can match up with the size down low with Filikowski. And then if you get James Madison, that might just be one where the Duke just underestimates.
Tell me why NC State should be trusted from now on out. I don't get it.
No,
I know they had a run. Come on. What do they have left? Anything?
They had lost 4 or 5, and I think 7 and 9 coming into the tournament. They end up somehow beating Duke twice and North Carolina in like 4 of their last 6 games or something ridiculous. No way. They're out of gas. You beat it, and again, you beat North Carolina, who's already locked into basically a 1 seed anyway. Where's your heart here? Is Texas Tech again, better conference by a country mile. You beat Kansas and Texas and whoever else, Baylor and a bunch of teams. You beat tournament teams. I'm not falling for the banana and tailpipe with NC State here. Texas Tech all the way.
Red Raiders by double digits. I grabbed a little Red Raiders at 2-1 to make the Sweet 16 as well.
Okay. I am off this game. I just think NC State.
I think this is one of the games I had circled. I didn't even know who NC State was going to play, but when they beat North Carolina, I was like, I'm fading them in the first round because this reminds me of what Virginia Tech did a couple years ago, where they ran through the ACC tournament like they did, win it to steal a bid, and then they got blown out by Texas in the first round. They're going to get blown out by Texas Tech here.
Yep.
Okay.
Teams entering the NCAA tournament off of a loss of 20 plus points or more are 23, 10, and 1 ATS in the round of 64 since 2005.
So that would be
Texas Tech.
That'd be Texas Tech. That would be Clemson, right? Did Clemson get blown out in their last game?
I would have to get out of this StreamYard shit and look deeper into my computer.
All right.
But that does fit Texas.
By the way, for the actual tournament game going on right now, we're in overtime between Montana State and
Clemson lost by
Grambling.
21.
Clemson lost by 21. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Come on, you piece of shit. All right. Here, talk about a team that can't be trusted. Granted, that's in the regular season. Is Kentucky? How do we bet this one? Jeez, Louise. I mean,
Coach Campy.
I like the Grizzle with the points here.
Yeah,
but I do have a 20-1 Kentucky to win it all.
So that means it would be a great idea to grab some Golden Grizzlies money line. So when they win this game outright, you won't be mad about your Kentucky ticket going down the drain. I'm on Oakland here. I grabbed the points. I sprinkled the money line, and I used them as a little punt play because I had a couple points left over, and I end up picking up Samford, Oakland, and South Dakota State as like punt plays for the confidence pool on Pup Sports Radio. I think the Golden Grizzlies are live to win this game outright. I'm looking to fade Kentucky in this tournament because statistically, their statistical profile, when you're rated KenPom that low defensively like them and Alabama are, you don't make the Sweet 16. I believe there's only been one team in the last 20 years to make the Sweet 16 with those metrics that bad defensively compared to your offense, things along those lines. Oakland for me, Oakland. And if Kentucky wins this game, Texas Tech.
I love me some Coach Campy. Where I'm eyeing up this one is I think this is going to be a competitive first half, but once the second half starts, I think Kentucky will make the adjustments. But player to watch in this game, Trey Townsend from Oakland, man, he's been fucking on one for Oakland. And I think he might give Kentucky a little bit of fritz in the first half, but I think the guard play is too much of a difference. You're going to have Holke who I think is the Horizon League, like top 3-point shooters in the Horizon League. 5th-year senior comes off the bench, I think. Him coming off the bench and guarding a guy like Reed Shepherd or Antonio Reeves, I think that's the difference. I mean, Rob Dillingham comes off the bench. He's going to be drafted as a top 5 fucking pick. But I think Oakland covers the first half.
Higgs.
He says he likes the Grizzle.
Oh, you do like the Grizzle?
I like Oakland in the points.
First half,
I didn't bet it,
8.5.
Because
Just
I had
coming
the
down.
Kentucky. You know, who knows? Maybe I do a little in game or something. I don't know. That's
I'm going to stay far away from this.
wasn't enough to
From this bullshit.
SMU
All right.
up double digits on Indiana State. By the way, everybody wanted Indiana State in here last night. They put
that
on
the
a better
seed
show than
you're doing?
Virginia. They're losing by 10 to SMU at home.
I'm not going. I didn't pull up the Florida and the playing game. I think either Boise State or Colorado's live against Florida, but the line's not out yet, obviously, so we can't talk about it. And we got other games. Hilltoppers, Golden Eagles. I'm high on Marquette. I don't know if they cover this. I don't care. I have Marquette going to the Final Four in both my brackets. I like them. Nick, you're shaking your head. Are you betting this game?
If I am, I'm laying the points with Marquette. I think I saw a number where if 2 seeds are less than like 15-point favorites, they are like ridiculous ATS wise. Marquette in or out in this game. I like Marquette I have a 25-1 natty ticket with Marquette. I got Arizona 16-1, Auburn 20-1, Marquette 25-1. I'm really high on this Marquette team. I think they can win the region.
I think looking at the I mean, I think, besides Houston, I mean, I don't see how Marquette doesn't win their side.
This total's too high, bro. How the fuck is this a one?
Kentucky's the only person that's going to beat them. Yeah, I think this is of one chunk of the bracket. I think this is the easiest chunk for Marquette's got a cakewalk. I mean, they got to beat Kentucky. But
2:00 game in Indianapolis at the Gamebridge Fieldhouse, and this total set at 158.5. Like, this is total's too high, I feel like, in this one.
Where has it been moving? Let's take a look. Marquette. Fuck. I gotta go into this. Okay, I guess I will. Full line movement total.
Montana
It's been the same. It's jumped. It's 157.5 to 158.5. No, it hasn't moved at all.
Well, they're probably waiting for the news on Cole. I can't say the kid's name, Kolick, playing or not.
Kolick, he's in.
I think
he's
that's
ruled
even
in.
worse. I think that's even worse for Marquette for the first game. They haven't played without him in a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to kind of work his way back, right?
Yeah, I think the first half under in this game, 75.5, is like a perfect number. I'd bet the under.
Okay.
We're right back.
Higgs, what do you like?
I'm torn on this. Because they went 3-3 down the stretch without this kid, but they're really good. Do I want to lay 15? I don't know. I didn't bet anything in this one.
Yeah, me neither.
But I agree with what I don't know who said it. Marquette should have a cakewalk into the Sweet 16. I mean, that's if Kentucky even survives,
Yeah.
But and by the way, they're minus 130 to make the Sweet 16, Marquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've got a cakewalk to go to. I mean, their chunk of the bracket is fucking stupid. I mean, really, take out Kentucky.
Texas Tech.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that's who they're going to face.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. All right. Purdue doesn't have an opponent yet, but do we really even care? Another 8 versus 9.
Grambling State money line against Purdue.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, right.
Now, Purdue should win that. The problem is the next game against Utah State or whoever they got, because they're going to get in a close game, and that's where the ghosts come up. One extra pass, an extra dribble, hesitation on a shot. I don't want to shoot it. We're going to choke. That's what we got to see. I like Utah State here. Who TCU beat this year? Nobody. Give me Utah State. Again, best team in the Mountain West. Getting points.
I've got burned on both these teams this year. I think this is the epitome of an 8-9 matchup. And I also agree with you. Either of these teams are good enough to give a top team, trouble.
Yeah. Especially a team that's got some mental issues.
Who is
TCU
TCU laying 4 points in this game? Why is TCU laying 4 points in this game?
Because they're the Big 12.
I bet Utah State at 4. I waited for this line to go up because I kept seeing this line climb.
Well,
I got a 4.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm actually this game. I think there's better spots. I don't hate an argument for either side. Yeah, I think 4's too many. This is going to be a close game. It should be a close game. For all I know, TCU will blow them out.
I'll take any points I can.
Yeah. Billy. Should we wait for Billy? Maybe we should. Kind of blowing through this. I like this. This is good. Not wasting any time. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bets and 3 bet. I'm probably gonna have 13 bets at least in the first round, which for you guys isn't a lot, but for me, in 2 days in one sport, that's a lot. I like a lot of the spots here. I think there was a lot to bet on. I mean, I don't think there's as much parity as people thought halfway through the season. Oh, this Creighton can win, Indiana State wouldn't even make it, can win, like all this bullshit. No, I think the cream rose to the top, but I think a lot of these games are super bettable. Super bettable. And I like that.
It depends who you like. There's going to be spots you really like a team, somebody doesn't like them that much. Because it is as wide open as it is.
I don't know. I think when it boils down to it, there's really only like two or three teams that have a shot of winning the whole thing.
Houston, Arizona, UConn.
I think it's UConn, Arizona, Purdue. Those are 3, I think. Purdue can fuck it up. Let's say Purdue doesn't do that one bad thing. They have the team that could crush everyone. They really do.
And they have crushed everybody. Go look at their non-conference wins.
They have two good guards. One's an all-conference player, and then you have the best player in basketball who's 7'4" with an unbeatable move. That hook is unbeatable if he's on.
Did someone? I don't know if it was fake. The coach from Purdue said that Edey had a growth spurt over the break, and he's grew 4 more inches this week.
That's bullshit. There's no fucking way. How can you do that? He's 7'4". That's what he is.
Don't sleep on Arizona, Mel. Don't sleep on Arizona.
Arizona's got a guy down low, Bello or whatever. He's just a fucking beast. He's an absolute beast.
I got Arizona winning it all. I'm going against everybody.
I got Arizona.
I thought Edey isn't Mongolian. He's Chinese. The Mongolian guy is the guy that was on San Francisco that used to be on Dayton or whatever. But I was watching a Purdue game in one of the crack stream like shitty sites, and they're if you ever want to see the worst chat in the world, go to these.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
They're so bad. They're like the N-word, every racist thing you could ever, and it's like it's actual hate. It's like you are an N, and for no reason, just like it's horrible. This one guy was going to Edey, give it to the Mongolian, and he's not Mongolian. He's first of all he's a Canadian, but anyways, horrible. I mean, anti-Semitic, like just the worst ever. Go check it out.
Where was this at?
Okay, so there are sites that stream games. Now it's all games like offshore type places. Yeah. And I can give you the names, but there's a chat, and they're like a minute behind, right? Okay, or like 30 seconds. But there's a chat, like there's a live chat going, and it's not regulated by anyone, and it is just vicious. Absolutely would if those are transcripts among that would start wars. That's how bad this shit is. So bad. It's like your kid. He's like, oh, do you have a kid? One guy was like, oh, do you have a kid? He's like, yeah, I have kids. So like, they have AIDS. It's like fucking horrible. And that's a nice thing they said.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad. Anyway, okay, Billy, you lose out in this game. Billy has no opinion. Big Scott says he loves the mess stream. That's one of them. Okay. Okay, what are we on? We are on the next game. Okay, these are two interesting games. I like these two next games. I want to hear what you guys. I'm going to start with Sean. The Cowboys versus the Bulldogs. McNeese State. Gonzaga isn't the team. This isn't a Gonzaga team that we recognize. This Gonzaga team is weaker than other Gonzaga teams that we've seen in recent memory. What do you think? Can they cover 6.5?
I mean, you think they should, but why? Again, this looks low to me. And I don't know if it's a fact, and I said it on Sunday when I was doing my show with you. Had they adjusted these lines down a little bit, because they know teams are going to fade like these 12-5s and 13 kind of games, taking a dog. Like, why isn't this line 9? Like, I like McNeese, and I had to take them because I'm a sick SOB. I got 6. I got a 6 with them, and Gonzaga. And I thought they were left for dead, right? Like, who they beat? Then all of a sudden you go on the road to beat Kentucky. Then you beat St. Mary's, and you're thinking, wow, okay, maybe they're a little bit better. Who has McNeese played? You know?
Let's look it up.
They got 30 wins. Who's their best win?
I'm going to look it up right now.
UAB? VCU?
McNeese State Cowboys. Let's take a look.
It's UAB.
I mean, they absolutely blew through everyone. They lost to Southeast Louisiana at La Tech, West Carolina. Okay, VCU is one.
I mean, Michigan?
They did play 3 Division II schools: College of Biblical Studies, Champion Baptist, and Les Tourneaux.
They also played the powerhouse of the University of Mississippi for women.
University for women.
But my question is my question looking at this, I saw that too, is number one, there's men that go to Mississippi University for women. Number 2, there's enough men that go to Mississippi University for women to have a basketball team.
They beat them 92-23. Actually, their best wins versus Michigan.
Who just fired your coach?
Yeah, how embarrassing. Michigan lost to McNeese State. I'm with you. They've played no one, but they've beat everyone.
They've played nobody, but again, 6.5. Is this really because they're adjusting the line down a couple points because they know people are going to be taking your McNeeses, your Gonzagas, your UABs, your Stanfords? That's what I think it is.
Okay,
so
Nick, I'm
either going to get crushed taking my dogs. I'm either getting crushed going 0-5, 0-7. Or I'm gonna split out because there's no way I'm going 5-0 in them or whatever. You know.
I'm gonna ask Nick a question, but first, everyone that hasn't hit the like button, please. We're giving out essentially all the bets we're betting, spending all this time. We love you. Hit the like button. What was I was gonna ask Nick something. I totally forgot. What's your pick in this, Nick? I was gonna ask you something else, but go ahead.
I got Gonzaga at 5.5.
Okay.
And this was a team I had circled. I'm like, I'm going to bet McNeese State when it comes to the bracket. And then I found out so is everybody else.
So that's what I wanted to ask you. So the line hasn't moved. Where's the money? What do the numbers say? The ticket and the handle.
Oh, I can get that up for you in just a second.
Yeah, I don't usually look at that. I'm interested because I would assume that a lot of money's on Gonzaga, but it hasn't moved.
This is a Thursday game. Actually, it's the opposite. I remember looking at this earlier. I think it's the opposite. Yeah, 63% of the tickets, 81% of the cash, according to Action Network. So do with as you please with these numbers, are on McNeese State. 68% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on McNeese State. Money line.
It hasn't moved.
And it hasn't moved. This is, I think, one of, if not the most public underdog of the entire first round.
It's
If
gotta
I'm
be.
not mistaken. It's got to be, right? Them or
telling you.
JMU?
Them, Samford, Madison, and Grand Canyon.
Oh, Grand Canyon too, yeah.
I don't
And
know.
I like
I
'em all.
think. Well, okay. So going to the next game, I have McNeese and this next underdog going through in all of my brackets. I think one of them does. I think one of them upsets.
Yes.
I see it. I'm so confident that one of them does. That means I should bet
I
both
agree.
of them. In fact, I'm gonna bet McNeese State. I don't care.
I agree.
Even though I hear what you're saying, I got to do it. The next one coming up, I actually like more. And there's the narrative of injury and blah blah blah. Is Dickerson? Is he playing? Do we know?
He's
the
playing, but the
fucking-
other guy's out.
Oh, the other guy's out. That's who it was.
Yeah.
The other dickhead. Hold on. We got
Yeah, McLennan or something like that.
yeah. I'm on Samford too. I think I'm sick. What's going to happen is both Kansas and Gonzaga is going to blow them out. But I feel like I break even if I bet both of them. You know.
I agree.
This is the dog. If you're looking between McNeese State and Samford, Samford's the dog here. I got Samford at 7.5 and plus 260. They're the dog to win in the first round. It's not McNeese, it's Samford. For me, I think this sets up for Gonzaga Samford, which will be a fun second round matchup. But yeah, I took Samford in this matchup.
I put Samford in the Sweet 16 in one of my.
I think somehow, some way, I got Gonzaga to the Final Four. I don't know how I ended up with that. That region, this region is like the most fucked region I have. And not all the other ones make sense. But like this region, I have like Oregon making the Elite Eight. And I like Samford to beat Kansas. I like Gonzaga to beat Purdue, like type of thing there. I mean, I don't know.
All right. Talk sports with JT. What's up, buddy? We'll
I
move on
got
to the
Oregon
next-
losing this next game, so
Well, let's get to that game.
Oh,
as
that's
if
give me
I
some
can-
stop.
makes me feel
give
great.
me some disrespected South Carolina 27-win South Carolina team. Oregon is not Auburn. They're not Alabama to run up a 90-something spot. Here's another squad. Gets lucky. Steals a bid. Good coach. South Carolina for the second year in a row pick for last. But yet they come out and beat a bunch of teams. The crazy thing is that if they would have beat LSU and Georgia, they'd have like 30 wins on the year, which is craziness. It's absolute mayhem. How does this team keep getting zero respect? It is the 4th week of March. They are 26-7. Zero respect. And now, so now they're a little fave here. I got a minus 109. I got a minus 109.
I got even money the other way. I think the wrong team's favored in this spot. I think the Gamecocks are. I mean, I get it. You're saying they're. I think they're the luckiest team in the bracket. Where they've I don't know, they've had like the most like 1-score wins or whatever bullshit it is.
Lucky.
I think the luck runs out here.
26 lucky wins.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're only a 1-point favorite against an 11 seed.
I mean, 3 weeks ago they were catching points against Florida. I mean, like, come on, they've been. Let's look at this. They were a 5-point fave over Arkansas in the tournament. They crushed them. Now Auburn ran them out, and Auburn beat them by 40 the last time they played. So Auburn kind of knows how to play them. A 5-point dog to Mississippi State. They won outright. A 6-point dog to Tennessee at home, and they lost on that crazy ending there with the dunk or whatever. Florida, favored over Florida. They won. 6-point dog at A&M. They won. 4-point dog at Mississippi. They won. I mean, talk about zero respect for their team. None. They lost to LSU after they got smoked. I mean, that's a bad loss, 64-63 to LSU. Here, I mean, look at this. Hi, we're a dog to Georgia, winner. We're a dog at Tennessee, winner. We're a dog at
Sean
Kentucky.
going with the Rodney Dangerfield no respect angle.
No, I mean, there's none. This entire
No respect.
1, 2, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2, 8-3, 9-3 regular season dogs. There are 9-3 in the SEC. You're telling me the Pac-12 is better than the SEC? These guys went 9-3 as dogs. That's luck. They're lucky. They've been lucky 9 out of 12 times.
Yeah, some people are just lucky.
You're just upset because they beat ECU.
Yeah, I like Oregon in this game. I totally forgot they went to ECU.
They beat Grand Canyon.
They weren't impressive in that game.
They're not impressive. That's the thing, because they're a defensive club, so they're not impressive. So it's not like I got to lay a bunch of points here. I'm going to pick them. Sign me up. Oregon. Oh, Oregon's healthy. They're going to go on and get the hell out of here, Oregon. Get out of town. Barely, you edged UCLA. You knocked off Arizona again.
I got a little plus 550 for Oregon to make the Sweet 16 game.
All right. Well, I'm pissed that Oregon beat Colorado, but I would lean. I have too many bets here. I don't need to force a bet. I lean the Gamecocks, but I don't care that much about that game. Next game, we had everyone's fucking favorite team in the beginning of the season. And then they hold on a second. We're going to refresh this again because the site can suck my nutsack. Here we go. Creighton, everyone's favorite fucking team in the Zips. Now they're laying 12.5. If I was betting this, it's Akron or nothing. I'm not betting it. I'm not laying anything with Creighton. Creighton's overrated. Everyone loves them. Everyone thinks they're going to do
Creighton
shit.
in the Final Four.
What?
No.
Okay. You don't like Purdue.
Pass on
Okay,
this game. I don't think it really matters bracket-wise.
It does.
Creighton wins this game, but they fall. They lose to Oregon next game.
Okay, so Tennessee is good, right? Tennessee. I have Tennessee whenever I'm going through. Purdue is good, but Higgs is very low on Purdue. Very low.
I just think I don't know. They're talented as hell. I want to see them in a close game. Are they going to choke? Yeah. Where is their? That's the problem. It's a mental issue with them. Are they going to be able to overcome? They couldn't do it in the Big 12 champion or the Big 10 championship game. They choked in the NCAAs. Now they're choking late in their own tournament. So if they're in a close game here, how do you have faith in them? Because it's not like they're going to be favored.
Yeah.
And they're not covering. Even if they pull out a 1-point win, they're not covering because they're going to be a 5-point favorite minimum in all their games. I mean, really, if they're a 4-point favorite over Utah State, or you think they're going to be a 3 or 4-point favorite in that game? They'll be 10-point favorites.
No, they won't.
Ridiculous.
They won't. Yeah, you're right. No, they'll be 2 possession for sure.
Minimum 6 points. I don't think. Who are they going? 5's starting point would be 5.
Grambling State pulled out the win against Montana State, 88-81. Who would have thunk that?
Yeah, I had
Grambling.
Montana State boys.
Grambling is in the tournament, I think, for the first time ever, isn't it? I think so.
Yes.
Sean, want to bet who goes further, Arizona or Purdue? I'd bet. I don't know. I think they go equally as far.
Arizona all day, every day.
What do you want to bet, Mel?
Don't bet people in the chat they welch. Not this chat. My chat's awesome, but I've got welched the Colorado bet and still waiting. Fucking tell
Indiana State were all the way back, took a lead. Yeah. They were down 10. Now they're up 10.
All right. We're moving ahead. We're moving onward to the next game. 2 teams I actually kind of like, kind of have bet and kind of have made money. I don't know what to do in this game. I think I think that I don't know. Colorado State's playing
Colorado
well.
State.
You like Colorado State? I know
I
you're
like
high on
Colorado
them. I was
State.
on them the other day.
Texas has some nice wins. I get it, but again, I think you take away the Houston, and I'll take these Mountain West teams against these middling Texas teams. Them, A&M, Texas Tech, TCU, they're all kind of like the same kind of squad. The fact that I'm getting a couple points here, I think Colorado State's better. I mean, people forget this was a ranked team to start the year. They had a couple injuries. Guys are back. Rams.
Yeah, Flea's all about A&M, but that was a while ago. Hey, but let me tell you this. You know what Sean Higgs does? Sean Higgs moves to Texas all the way from Jersey just to tell them how much they suck and they're middling. These middling Texas teams. Oh man, I bet they love that.
Except
all
for
right.
Houston. Houston's good.
Oh yeah, no shit. Number 1 seed. What are you on here, Nicky boy?
I'm gonna go under the total of 1,445. I think that's a lock.
Yes, I'll go under 1445 for sure. I'll put 1,000 unit whale play. Hammer.
I made 32 of them. There's one. You guys catch one typo. The fuck.
Pass for me in this game at the moment. I don't know what to do with this game yet. I think for my bracket, I'll write Texas, but I care less. The winner of this game probably loses to Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's what I forget who I have to.
I think the 10 seed that's most likely to advance is the one playing Florida next game.
I don't even know who Caleb Love is. Who's Caleb Love?
He was a transfer from North Carolina to Arizona.
Yeah,
I don't know one.
He's
All
a
I know is
guard.
that Giant on Purdue. I don't know one other player in college basketball.
the lawyer brother, the younger lawyer brother, the guy who went to Davidson as a guard, and then they have another all-conference guard that's there. I forget, he's a white dude.
I don't care. Show me the number.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got one more game to go over. And it's only interesting for the storyline.
It's the Peters.
Yeah, because it's another St. Peter's 2 seed against an SEC, or sorry, St. Peter's 15 seed against an SEC 15 seed. Remember what happened to Kentucky? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm always on St. Peter's unders. Not late in the season. I might look at an over in this game. St. Peter's shows up strangely at the end in games, and if they want to, if they do keep this inside the number, they got to score, right? So we went through 60 let's say 75 to 65, 72 to, do they keep it within 10? Maybe it's a St. Peter's play. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm kind of torn here because
you want to trust Rick Barnes.
Peter slows things down. They're a tough little club.
End of the year, they don't though.
That's the thing. Barnes is terrible, but also is Tennessee. They can't overlook them because St. Peter's has a big win under their belt, and Tennessee's off a terrible performance. Like, to me, Tennessee's got to come out here and make a statement in the first half to be like, all right, forget about that last game. And Peters, you might have upset somebody else. That ain't us. We can score a little bit now. I don't know.
First half over?
To look at the over in this game, but I didn't bet it.
I think if you like Tennessee, take their team total over rather than laying the 20 points with them.
I'm going to say St. Peter's, Tennessee.
Why do I have a feeling St. Peter's is going to make this game way closer than it should be?
First half over? Question mark. I think I like that coming out and having a. Plus, it is St. Pete. This team does have that stigma now of an elephant killer. All right, that's a question mark. Cassius Sabonis triple double already. Holy shit! Well, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. We went over every game, 32 games. Now go win money. We gave you all the bets. If you don't bet them, fuck off.
Mel, I don't when it comes to players, I don't care about the players. To me, it's about the spreads, and that's that. I don't worry about the guys playing. It's the numbers.
Yeah. The Mongolian. Billy, you missed everything.
I'm sorry. I had to.
That's all right.
Clean.
What do you think
Yo,
about
did you get a little shape up since the last time I saw you? You look a little.
Yeah.
Haircut.
Gotta go to a
shave or
birthday
something?
party.
Well,
the Midwest,
He's all
the
cleaned
Midwest
up.
side of the
What happened?
bracket.
Had to pizza.
Okay. Midwest side of the bracket, Purdue side. Do you have any bets you really like? I mean,
Big Scott. If the pick doesn't win, I don't get paid. So that doesn't make a difference that I get paid for selling picks. That I've been selling picks for 19 years, probably longer than people even been betting in this chat. You know? You can't just look at this. Isn't player props, and a player is fine, but that's the spreads are the spreads. That's what you got to look at.
And this is the other thing too. The people are, it gives a bad name, but people don't even ask, and people are so prideful. There are people that sell picks that don't play their picks, but Sean and I, we play all of our picks. All of us, Nick play all these. We play all our picks. Everything I give out, I play, or I say I'm not playing them. People give people a bad. And by the way, if you think people are getting rich off selling picks, they're not. More money is made doing other things, betting your own bets. For at least for me,
it's not that I don't account for him not playing. I just don't. That's just it's not. That's baked into what the spread is. How people are going to perform.
It is true. That is true.
No,
it's baked in
because that's the matchup and all that. That's all that work is taking out for me because here comes the spread from people that are a lot smarter than me, you, and everybody in this chat. I got 3 computers in front of me. I'm not running super algorithms and worrying about synergy and pace of play and points per possession. I'm not a college lecturer to go into all that kind of nonsense. Well, if you want to listen to a show like who's listening to that stuff? You want to hear that kind of nonsense? No, you just want a winner. Why I like it? I like it because of this is the reason. Basic, simple. I'm not trying to talk all around and get you all different ways. I like it because of here's a number. I got to bet this way. I told you all these crazy dogs I like because I thought they all should be 2.5 points higher. I'm going to take it. If they lose, so be it. I know that over a course of the entire season, that's going to be a winner more than it is a loser because I've been betting since 1990, and I just kind of know how the ball bounces, so to say.
And he's better than you.
You've never known about synergy. I just mentioned synergy. What are you talking about? I know. I mean, I'm not condescending. It's not condescending to talk about how long I'm doing it. Okay, Mel. All I'm saying is that I don't worry about that. People, come on. I do it my way. Do you want me to be the guy who comes in here and tells you let's take $3,700 favorites on the money line?
I want you to be that guy so I can laugh at you.
How's that guy? Is that a guy you want to listen to?
All right, so here's my plays.
Because I'm going to leave 4,700 because they have better players.
Connecticut money line. We're going to go Iowa State money line. We're going to take what are the big money lines tomorrow? Purdue money line against Grambling on Friday. Because we're not going to lay the points. We're just going to take these monster favorites. Sports betting is that easy, people. Just take these monster favorites on the money line.
It is. It is easy. It's so easy. It's so fucking easy. You know how easy it is? When you bet an over 6 in the Toronto-Washington hockey game, and it's at the end of the second period, and you're at least pushing. That's how easy it is. You want to know why, everybody in the chat? Because we are better than you. We are here, and you are not, and we are better than you. So
that's what Big Scott said. Like
who's ever said that to their chat?
Condescend people or say I'm better.
I'm just kidding.
I don't even say that. I say when I lose. I mean, like I've had losing seasons in sports. I don't say I don't. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about here. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Goodfellas came out in 1990.
I mean, selling picks. I sell a pick for $34. I get $12. How many of those do I got to sell? How many of those do I got to sell at $12 a pop? Come on. Stop with that.
All right,
Oh,
well-
you sell picks to make money. I mean, I'd be living in a
Colorado's
tent.
coming up.
I'd be living in a tent if that's what it was. Yeah, but Big Scott, when I started doing it, it was extra. Like, if someone told you, Big Scott, you're doing something, whatever your job is, and someone said, "Hey, write about it," because now I can just talk about it. Go write about it, and we'll give you, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Would that be something you'd be interested in? I don't know. I would. So I took it. Why wouldn't I do that? I mean, like, yeah.
I mean, we get paid
It's
to
a
talk
nice
about
little
sports for a living.
sub-income.
Like, how difficult is that? I mean, how great is that? We could be paid to talk about sports for a living.
Well, we all have opinions, and we just gave you them. And shit, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bets, and 1, 2, 3, 4 question marks. So I could have 16. I'm not that guy. I don't have 16 bets in college basketball in
Big
2
Scott.
days. I'm not that guy. I can write up a good script about why a team should win. Doesn't mean it'll happen.
That's the thing, Big Scott. All of us could talk about a side or total in a game,
Yeah.
and say why we like something. Doesn't mean it's going to win. Because if that was the case, every bet would win, and we'd all be riding around to Lambos and Bentleys and stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah, and a lot of people
You're gonna
are good at
lose.
I mean that's why they have let me give you an example. These shows where you had Skip Bayless against Woody Page back in the day, and then it became now it's fucking Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith, right? Is that who it is? Anyway,
I don't.
where is it? Anyway, they have these shows where one guy picks one side and the other they script it this way. Any one of us can talk. I could talk about another side. I could find trends on another side, but that's not what we do. We're not doing this. This isn't for show. This isn't like the other guys. We don't even want to give a shine about. We're giving you the plays that we're betting. We're giving you the opinions that we have, and we do a lot of work. And this is what I was saying. These motherfuckers that spend an hour or 45 minutes and they're done capping, or these guys that have one play every 3 days and they call themselves handicappers, they're not. Because hours and hours and hours, not even not even talking about the hours and hours of shows we do. I'm talking besides other things that we do, other jobs, other money-making ventures that we have, 6-8 hours a day. When we're on the couch watching TV, I've got a laptop. I'm glad I don't have kids. The radiation from the bottom of my laptop has burned all my sperm out. I know, because my laptop is on my nutsack because I'm typing all the time. I'm constantly capping all the time. When I'm in bed, and I'm not looking at porn on my phone, I'm looking at the lines. I'm looking at shit. That's what I do. That's what we do. So this isn't fucking fake. I'm coming up with a script. Yeah, you get it, Nunya? Do you get it, Nunya?
Like, here's the thing. Like,
people trying to make it happen.
Mel's like,
what the fuck do you think we're
it's a
doing?
wonder they
Nunya?
want to hear from the chat. Like,
people trying to make it
Mel,
happen.
I do a chat where it's based on just comments all day long. And people say, what do you think about a game? And I tell you an honest opinion of a game.
No.
You ask my opinion on it. And then it's like, I'm bad for giving you an opinion on why.
No, you don't get it. You don't get
on,
it.
that's
Because
not right.
I'm saying people that don't put in the work that other people get, and they're trying to make it shouldn't. How much this. You don't get it is the whole point. I'm not going to argue with you because you're going to want to go off on it. But I'm just saying we all work hard. And we all put a lot of time in it. And this isn't a joke and this isn't a script. That's it. No, I don't. You don't get it. Everyone else does. Everyone is at a different level. That's what I'm saying. There's retards that cap for 45 minutes and then want to call themselves handicappers and have one pick every 3 days and then go on and give you all their leans. I lean this way, but I didn't bet it. I lean this way. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, but I didn't bet it. I didn't bet it.
Waffles, right? Good old waffles.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. There's multiple people for years that I've seen on Twitter that just want to go on and talk about it. There are whole pick sites that do this. And maybe I might say something bad with sites that you guys are affiliated with, but their pick videos are like, oh, this is my free pick. But if you want the picks I'm actually betting, here's this. I don't even do that. And you guys have to do that. I don't do that. No, there's zero waffle plays for me. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
And even when I do the Ross and Jessica show when we get assigned games, and I go on there, I'm like I end up betting this game because I've worked myself into taking that game. Like if it was a game, I say like you, like I sort of like this game. Or how many times in here I don't have that game? I got these games. I just gave you every game, all like 13 games I have.
Yeah.
That I bet they're all. I just gave them all away.
I bet I'm gonna bet way too.
I don't know, Mel. I don't
March
you think I'm condescending you or you're not putting in work for a game. We're on opposite sides. We're on opposite sides of Arizona.
No, how could you hate on Arizona? I mean, Arizona. I mean, this is the thing. Like, even if you don't, who's going to beat Arizona? Let's go back to the bracket. I mean, I think they've.
It's not North Carolina. I'll tell you that.
Well, okay, so Nevada or Dayton going to upset them? No, maybe Baylor in the.
If Baylor makes it that far, I don't think Baylor makes
maybe.
it past the Sweet 16 or makes it to the Sweet 16.
Well,
I think whoever wins Clemson, if Baylor beats Colgate, I think whoever wins Clemson, New Mexico beats Baylor.
This is what I'm saying. You guys talking about how UConn has it hard. Who's beating UConn in that
Auburn.
Iowa State? Yeah, that's it. That's the only team. They get past Auburn. They're fine.
I'm just saying UConn's in it. I said the other day, Dave, they're just in a bracket with every tournament winner, basically.
And then what was my argument?
Are they better than them?
Yes.
That's just
a lot of teams that were like had very little chance of winning their conferences from the beginning won, like fucking New Mexico or fucking NC State. Like, come on. Not that that's a team that's in that comp. You know what I'm saying?
New Mexico's not in that bracket.
Well, I'm giving you team. Okay, well, let's go specifically to that bracket. Well, okay, let's go specifically. Duquesne. Congratulations. Illinois. They beat Purdue was supposed to be okay, so they got it. So great. Washington State. The one-eyed king of the blind from the Pac-12.
They're not in that one.
Washington State is.
They're losing to Drake anyway.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. It's Auburn. It's just Auburn. Auburn's legit.
I think Auburn could be a Final Four team. I got him.
That's what I was just going to say.
Auburn, Arizona, Houston, and Creighton are my Final Four.
If Auburn beats UConn, they are going. They might even win the whole fucking thing.
Auburn, Houston, Creighton, Final Four, Arizona.
Your handwriting's worse than mine.
That says Auburn. Hugh, come on, how's that bad handwriting?
I disagree completely. No, it's fine. You guys
ARZ?
Don't do this.
What are you talking about?
Can't you do this on the computer, Millennial Nick? And
I was going to say,
I like writing them out. There's something different. I can click buttons all day long, and there's something about writing out a bracket. I don't know what it is, but there's something about just writing it out. Maybe I'm old-fashioned that way.
So I gave you my picks. Who's going to tell you their record this year is 353, 358, 344, 353 in college basketball, having a losing season? I will, because I tell you that every day when I do my midday money show. I'm doing.
Yeah.
So there's that. You know, it's like
Big Scott, what do you?
I don't say I win all the time. I don't.
Big.
I know. Big
What
Scott.
is Big Scott got against me? Like,
I don't know. Big Scott,
being a
Big Scott, and none of you get on it sometimes. But Big Scott, are you on that fucking? Are you on that sip tonight?
Crack again?
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, wait, we can vote. I don't mind staying through the end of the Colorado game. I'm not staying late night. Anyone that wants to stay on can stay on.
No,
you know, I'm gonna watch the end of the Colorado game with everyone, and you guys can maybe look at some live spots. But Higgs, thanks for coming. I know you've done so much college basketball. You probably are just ready for baseball.
Videoing up. I took like 3 aspirins today. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Billy, thanks for coming. I know there wasn't a show because everyone's traveling to where I should be going to, but we all should be going to. You have a good excuse. My body just sucks.
Well,
What's Billy's excuse?
He has a birthday for someone who's turning 100 years old.
Yeah, my grandfather. That was the first thing my mom said to me. She said, "Don't think you're going to San Antonio this year." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" You know, it's like
He could be around for his 125th. What are you talking about? He'll be another.
What's everyone's first 5 picks? What do you mean F5
100.
picks? Big Scott, you're not completely wrong with that, but doesn't matter. What's first? You mean first 5s in baseball? What are you talking about? F5?
baseball season started.
I like the over.
I know it did.
Can you believe
I like
that?
the over tomorrow morning.
I had the okay. This is the
kinda
thing.
like the
This is
Padres
why
again.
people are just whatever. Okay,
go.
so I had the over and this morning's game, and everyone's
had
all like, "Oh, it's gonna be under because of you, Darvish."
Thanks.
That's not what it was under because the Padres couldn't score. That's why it went under.
Yeah, I
Wrong
had the
cap,
under
guys.
first 5.
My cap
Yeah.
was right. Your cap was wrong. Shut this. Butt.
Well, all you had to do is get the first 5 under. It was free money.
Well, no. I actually like the first 5 under, but I said to myself, bullpen time for these Padres. They're both still figuring them out. The Dodgers score 4. Padres can't do shit. Padres are what they are. Dog crap. Well, their color is the color of dog crap.
I think Darvish looked all right.
First 5 under for what?
He got into
Here
a
are my
couple bad
bets.
spots in the third.
FanDuel,
Got out.
DKs, Michigan State, 150. Because again, you saw my losing record. I'm not going crazy. 150 South Carolina, $3 Nevada. McNeese +6. Texas Tech, Stanford, just a hundo. Again, I am having a losing basketball season. I'm not tripling up to be a loser. I'll try to just grind away and try to get back to even. UAB, New Mexico, Charleston is +9.5. Who's left? Madison over at DK. Again, 150. $3 on Utah State. There you go. Those are my games. Then I have what I also have. A couple Sweet 16 futures for just a quarter. Mississippi State, FAU, Duke. And that's on one of my offshores. But I have my password written down there because I thought I was going out to pub tomorrow. So there you go. You saw them all. You saw my 150, $3, $1 here. I am 353, 358, 344, and 353 on another site, but losing in college basketball. That's a lot of juice. I don't want to give up my whole NFL season back and lose. So I don't lie. I don't have ridiculous fake $3,000 bets. No, I'm chipping away to get back to 3,500 I'm down. There you go. I'm grinding away. I'm tripling up my bets to get even. I'm due. No. I'm waiting patiently for baseball to come.
So here's the deal. We
Who
all
would I
know.
actually bet, Mel? I mean, that's a joke.
Guys, baseball guys, that know this. In the history of pitchers coming from Asia and starting their career, when has it? What's the theme? Hideo Nomo, Rookie of the Year, right? And then gets torched after a couple years. Who's that other fucking guy that was on the Red Sox? Good for a year, gets torched. Darvish is an anomaly. Dice-K, yeah. Darvish is an anomaly. He was bad and then he got good. So how are we not on the Dodgers' first 5 tomorrow? Minus a half.
Yeah. I told you, Big Scott. I say I'm not having a good season. I had a nice little run.
Guy?
I've had a nice run the last month to get a little respectable.
And over.
You could fade.
Actually, that was my first.
I will never say I'm due.
Team total over. How about that?
Big Scott. Unlike a lot of people who do what I do, Big Scott, I don't say, "Oh, look at this." Oh no, you're saying a game I would actually bet. So I showed you the games I bet. So I guess my favorite would be Utah State because they are a dog. That's my favorite first round upset. Them and Nevada are my 2 favorite plays. So Utah State is the dog
that you would bet. I don't bet big. I don't bet
really
big
Big
money.
Scott.
That's not my deal.
But that's the thing, Big Scott. I've had it. When you're getting crushed, I'm not doubling up thinking I'm going to get better. I mean, I'm having a losing season. I'm not going to just keep throwing bad money after bad. I'm going to say, well, I can't bet that. I'll be broke in a month. So laugh at the size. I'm losing. A run almost gets me even here. So I'm hoping I could. Again, I always say 54, 55% I'm happy with. I don't throw out ridiculous numbers like I'm going to go 15-2 tomorrow or for the first round of the tournament. I'll be happy going 10-6 and making money.
What do you guys think about the Dodgers over 4.5 team total against Musgrove?
I like the.
And that
What's their
bullpen?
first 5 team total? What's their first 5 team total?
I got to open another book. I know the total's 4.5. I bet you it's 2.5.
Because I actually think that they get to Musgrove more than they get to the bullpen. Because Musgrove
They just scored 4. They just hit 4 runs. They had 4 runs in 1 inning against that shitbag. Yes, this morning. I'm on it. I'm
I
betting
know.
it.
I watched as my Padres money line went down the drain in the 8th inning.
Dodgers over 4.5 team total. We're in. I know that, Brian, but then you get to the bullpen. The Padres do not have their bullpen figured out.
Yo, that's the 3 biggest things I took away were Glass now looked good. The Padres left a lot of stranded people on base, and their bullpen, they're still.
So did the Dodgers.
True, but they scored 5 runs.
They ended up figuring it out.
Yeah, but they were at one point in the game 0 for 14 with runners on base or runners in scoring position.
That's the Dodgers for antiquity. That's what they do. That's what they do. All right. Well, I bet the team total. Let's go. Nick, is there any time you will abandon if the Padres are just ass for the first month of baseball? Will you abandon them?
Yeah. Maybe. They're a team where I don't know. They're a tricky team for me. I think they're going to be better. Because I mean, they got to be better than 9-23 in 1-run baseball games, right? Like they've got to be better than that this year. Even Oakland won 21-run baseball games last year.
It's terrible.
Like I can't believe how unlucky the Padres were last year. I think that regresses positively. And is it the first 2 games of the year? Yeah. They've got the talent in that lineup, though. I don't know why they can't. Why not? Like, I don't understand. This team is so complex. Like, their numbers on paper.
I'll say some words. I'll say some words. The Toronto Blue Jays. The Anaheim Angels. The Anaheim Angels last year or the year before. They have all these guys. Can't hit. Can't dance, Phil Collins. Can't do it, Bart.
The Padres are frustrating because it should be a much better team. It should be a much better team.
Padres are dog shit. Sorry,
That
Moose.
being said, I'll probably be on the Padres money line tonight.
Of course you will.
Do the Padres this year, if they're 20 games back, say the Dodgers really run away and the Giants improve, like they look like with their pitching and they get some hitting, Arizona's Arizona. Do they say, you know what, let's try to trade Machado and Bogarts and whoever?
Very well could.
Do they try to deal, guys?
Well, yeah.
Their ownership is stupid. So to ask you a question, something they should be doing, something they should be doing? Probably not. They probably won't do the thing they should be doing. They'll probably do something they shouldn't be doing. Like getting Soto. What a fucking bunch of idiots. And of course the Padres, I don't know, bro. I'm not high on the Dodgers. I'm low on the Padres.
I want the Dodgers under the total for sure.
Well, I already bet the over. So
better number now.
For what reason? Explain. Musgrove sucks. Their bullpen sucks. The Dodgers have a good lineup. Now you tell me why the Dodgers can't score 5 runs.
They could. I'm not saying they won't.
Oh, you said you're taking the under.
No. A Dodgers win total under.
Oh, win total. I thought you had team total. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The win total, you're already on that. I think
under
it's
their win total.
That's accurate. I think that win total is accurate. I mean, meaning you hit the under, but not by a lot, I don't think. Not by like 10. You think the Dodgers only win 90? What Sean did a sim the other day where like Glass now goes like 7-9 and someone has a fucking perfect game. And the most ridiculous sim he ran. It was just ridiculous.
I'm just saying it was just I didn't touch anything.
Yeah. And the fucking ice caps melted and it was Nick, were you here for it? It was like the Dodgers win 92 games, which isn't happening. They're going to win they're going to win close to 100.
They win 100. They go 162 and they stay under 103.5.
I'm with you. I think it's close. It's going to be close.
There hasn't been a win total that high since the 99 Yankees.
No. Someone got 105.
As a Vegas
as a win total?
Win total? As a win total?
Oh, in the beginning of the season?
I don't think there's been a team that high since the 99 Yankees, right?
That's gone over 103 games. Yeah.
No. He's saying a preseason win total.
Preseason win
I
total.
I don't
think there's been a team as high as that since the 99 Yankees.
103? Well,
which I believe went under their total.
Yeah. Now, is this team better? Nah. Maybe. No. Is Shohei Ohtani?
I think it's just a lot to ask a team to win 105 games.
Who was on the night? I mean, I know the guys who were on the team, but who's like I'm going to see it with my face. 1999 Yankees roster. Jesus Christ.
Cecil Fielder, Ruben Sierra.
Well, those you're talking about the people that yeah. Okay, so Jorge Posada,
Bernie.
Tino Martinez, Chuck Knobloch, Derek Jeter, Scott Brocious, Ricky Leday, Bernie Williams, Paul O'Neill, Chili Davis. Joe Girardi on the bench, Jim Leyritz on the bench, Darryl Strawberry on the bench, Tony Tarasco, Alfonso Siriano. Wasn't Hideki on this? I don't think he was.
Hideki Matsui?
Should be, yeah.
I don't think so yet. Was he?
Yes, he was.
He wasn't on the team in 99. Mm-mm. Then you got Clemens, Pettit, Cone. I mean, fucking ridiculous. Obviously, Mariano Rivera. But to be honest, looking at this team, I don't think the Dodgers are that far off. I mean, pick one. Okay, so pick one guy.
That was the team after. That's the year after the Yanks had like 120 wins too, 125 wins.
It was the year after. You're right.
Ruchia. I'm not saying teams win that many games in the season. I'm well aware the Red Sox won 108.
It was
and I'm well aware after the 99 Yankees, the record Mariners had 116 wins. I'm saying preseason betting win total. That's what I was saying. I was not saying I know the Red Sox won 100 games and they won 118 through the playoffs. I'm aware of that.
Yeah. I don't know. By the way, it's 11 to 9. Boise State's up. It's kind of been back and forth, slower pace game. You look at that guy. That guy should not have an arm sleeve. Looks like he should fucking be selling cars. The short sleeve dress shirt. You know, I should bring that back. The Dwight Fruit shirts. Short sleeve dress shirts. We should do. Are you in Oakland? Which Oakland? There's 2 Oaklands, at least that I know of. I know there's 2 Oaklands. Anyway, I like the team. Someone at Flea Mathis says, "What's the best baseball?" I like the Dodgers team total over 4.5. I don't like Musgrove, and he hasn't been the same pitcher after they found that jizz on his hand, and then that was 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. And then the Padres bullpen is suspect, and the Dodgers lineup's too good. So I said it. I said the only way to bet the Dodgers is going to be team total overs. That's it. Although I will say that if you like the run line, It's not horrible. Plus 105.
One of the offshores had Grayson Rodriguez 11.5 wins. I went over. I like that kid. He looked really good second half of the year.
Moose found a play.
Hopefully it'll turn into
somewhere.
Alec Manoa.
Yeah. Moose found a play, and I forget where he said he found it. I'll have to look it up. Let me pull him up real quick. And I should have paid more attention. This is kind of like the odds being flopped that one game, Nick. And I said they might vote. Oh, it's Jose Surrey on Bet Online has an over. We can look it up. Has an over under home runs of 59.5.
That's going to be canceled out for sure.
That's what I was going to say. That was a 1 day glitch. I haven't looked to go look it up, but this is a guy that has. I mean, I had to look him up. This is a guy that has.
Who's the Jose Surrey prop?
59.5. This is a guy that has 4 home runs. It was a glitch. They'll just say it's voided. They'll say we made a mistake and it's voided. It's not even worth putting your money in and waiting on it.
Like, listen, you see that crap and you try to jump in and steal it. I mean, it's gonna. You're not
this is
paid.
actually this is a smart move by the sportsbook. What they do is they say, okay, here's this bet.
Flagged.
Well, not only that, but let's say you max bet it at 3,000 or whatever. You're just tying your money up to the end of the year. Then when you expect the cash, they go, oh, by the way, this was a mistake. So they just put all the money you could have been using against them and on hold.
You see something like that, you're better off just sending a note, hey, man, bad line. And you know what?
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, this guy said there was a bad line. So one day you put in the wrong side and you call up and be like, hey, I messed up. Okay. You can't be doing stuff like that.
Well, Toronto and Washington both scored within 2 minutes. It's 5-3. That over was fucking gravy. Gravy.
Yeah, 6-3 Leafs. 6-3 Leafs. Let's go Leafs. I had the
6-3 now?
Yeah, I had Leafs first period, Leafs full game.
Love it.
The Leafs I thought were the best bet on the board today when it came to the NHL. The only thing I wish I invested a little bit heavier into Toronto, but it is what it is.
I'm ignoring is Jacob still there or is he gone now?
He's still here. I thought he was going to be gone a while ago.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know if that's a sore subject or not, but anyway, I'm ignoring his Twitter bullshit talking about how the Caps are in a fucking playoff spot. How long's that going to last? Like, you've got everyone right there for that last spot, The Flyers, the Islanders, who else is right there in that little mix?
Yeah, there's a decent amount of teams in that mix. The Islanders are starting to fall behind, though. It's annoying.
I love it. We got a fight in the chat. Fucking love it.
I know. I've been watching it. Like, these guys are going at it. I don't know where this came from.
There's been some good ones. But not in here, but other ones I've seen, like Cheshire Cat and Nasty Nate was a funny one. That was like 2 years ago, year and a half ago. That was hilarious. Now they're friends. I love it. Keep fighting. It gives me view hours. Just hit the like button. That's all I care about.
I'm like 400 hours away from the YouTube goals.
Are you? Just got to do live shows. You got to. I mean, that's what
by the end of the month. Because when I finish up my stuff, I go to Microsoft Edge and I just run it on like 3 different computers to get it. Like 10 hours, 20 hours every day.
Yeah. If you're that close. Can you make a shot here? Did they foul him? Holy shit! No, traveling. Ugh.
Big Scott from Oaktown 357.
Yeah.
Can someone explain Washington line? Why is that 10.5 to Celtic line today. I was like, "What? Who's
No,
out?"
Giannis.
Obviously, did Gianni play?
I don't think so.
Was he out today for the Bucks?
I think he was.
I'm not sure, but it's 110 to 104.
Yeah, Big Scott. I don't know how old are you, Big Scott? Oaktown 357. It was a group back in like the 90s. 357 was the Oaktown area code back in the day.
What a horrible shot. Colorado.
Oaktown wasn't Oaktown 357 back in the 90s? I thought it was.
The area code?
Yeah.
Eric 415 was the other side of the bay. I don't know. Oakland area code 510. Yeah, that was the other. 510 was the one side of the bay. 415, and then 650.
Oaktown 357 was like an R&B kind of rap group.
Yeah, 415. Another 650.
I remember
too.
Oaktown 357. Hold on a second.
Maybe it was about a pistol, a 357 Magnum. I think I'm gonna boil.
This was
some
like
eggs.
a girl band.
Oh, okay. Well, where is it? You could do it this way too. 357 area code.
Oaktown 357 was rap group formed by MC Hammer.
It's a new area code for 559, which is like Fresno area.
Oh, you're right. It was about a gun. I thought it was the area code for 357. That's it.
357 Magnum. Yeah.
Nope.
See,
Hammer W.
see guys, how hood I am.
Magnum.
You see my Riz? You see my Riz?
No cap, you got Riz.
Don't hate on my don't hate on my drip.
You got
That's
that
what it
drip
said, Big
for
Scott.
your Riz. No
It
cap.
said-
My fucking
it said-
t-shirt.
MC Hammer called him 357 because of the Magnum. I thought it was Oaktown. I thought it was 357 for the zip code.
Yeah, because MC Hammer knows a lot about pistols. That fucking looks like Aladdin.
Apparently he does. He's the Hammer.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we doing? 12 to 13, and this. I'm not gonna even. Let's go to halftime. Wait, I don't think I'm gonna live bet that game. NHL is going good. What else we got going? Portland. I have Portland at 11.5. It went to 12.5. I don't care. Portland gets disrespected at home. We got the Dodgers team total. What else do we got going on? We already bet. What was the bet that we already bet today? Oh, I bet that today or yesterday. Oh, that's today. I bet the Drake money line. Money line. Because I didn't want it to go anywhere.
RBI.
And then we got San Francisco +8. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's kind of scary, but
Oh, there's a 30% DK boost.
or +6. +6. It's at +8. I don't like that. Nick, what are you doing?
Now
DK
let me check. I'm gonna log into the into DraftKings and see. Probably Padres money line. I'll boost that because I'm a sicko.
Gonna catch my UNLV. I'll take it.
Attaboy.
RBI policy. Who's having internet trouble? Is that me or you guys?
Not
Dave?
me. I think it's you.
Maybe it's me. Supposed to have bad
sweet
storms
North.
down here, so that could be it.
No, you're fine to me. Is it me? Have I been lagging, Nick?
I've been lagging a decent amount.
I think it's been Nick because Nick was lagging before.
I wasn't sure.
All right, so I've got a bet that I was able to make on DraftKings here. I'm guessing because I'm in North Carolina, but I will say that this is a lock for tomorrow.
No,
It's for yeah, it is. Let's
A
get
lock.
there we go. It's for And now it's one of the bullshit ones. It's UNC or Duke to score a point in the first round at even money. It's the boosted like bullshit free money ones. It's a $25 max bet
for like $25.
Yes, a free $25. UNC or Duke to score a point in the first round.
It's because you're in fucking Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
North Carolina.
Exactly.
I'll take it, Mel. I need all the winners I can get. I need them. I need them.
Don't be sending your guys' address and telephone numbers and shit through the. I mean, do that. Go to Twitter and do that.
You want to get a 64% profit boost on a college basketball open weekend play? I like that. I'm scrolling through all my.
You should turn this into like a Barstool channel. Have like a rough and rowdy with your audience members fighting.
This is nowhere near that crack.
You have like a
stream
backyard
stuff.
brawl somewhere at somebody's house.
Yeah.
So I can.
Everybody wants to fight.
Michigan State to plus 166 tomorrow. I'm gonna do that.
You do that. You do that, big boy.
On DraftKings, $25 max wager, but Michigan State plus 166 with a 100% boost.
Big Scott. Nobody's getting smacked because half the people wouldn't show up. You know this.
Yeah, if someone in the chat, it doesn't matter how tough you're, someone in the chat's like, come here, let's fight. You know what I'd say? No. I don't care. I'm just gonna sit here. I mean, what? Come on. Don't be dumb. Come on, guys.
He says he's the power slap king.
Oh, he is actually he
well,
I don't know about actually slapping, but and I don't care about that, but he wins us bets. That's what I know. Anyways. I like it.
I carry
also, if you guys have DraftKings, there is a boost or a not a boost, it's a promotion. It's the Collins upset no sweat, a max $25 bet, but it's a money line bet on a 10 to 16 seed pregame money line single bet, and if it loses, you'll receive $25 in bonus bets.
So
basically, it's a risk-free bet. I kind of want
to bet Drake.
No, I'm on. Didn't know. I was kind of thinking for going for a bomb there and taking like either
take Sanford.
South Dakota State, Sanford, maybe like Wagner or something like taking an absolute bomb. And if it hits, that's awesome. If not, then I just get $25 in free bets. Like, I want to make this worth my while. Maybe like a plus 950 on South Dakota State, plus 675 on Oakland.
Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense to do it on an even money like a Drake because
I'm going to go for the bomb here. I'm going to take Oakland. I'm going to take Oakland for the no sweat one, plus 675. It'll pay out $193.75.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Go for the bomb. Go for broke. Yeah, it's a no sweat bet. Always take the longer odds. Absolutely. I did that. They gave me a no sweat $25 bet with the UNC NC State game, and I took NC State plus 400. So, if they're going to give me a no risk, like a risk-free bet, I'm going to go for a bomb, and that's what I did there. So, fuck it. Let's see. And then I also have a 64% boost. There we go. Got the over in Boston, Milwaukee. Over 223.5.
What do we got here? Shooting free throws, 14-12, 7 minutes left in this Colorado game. 6-3. What do you know?
I also got a 64% March Mania profit boost. Let's see who
March Mania.
Yeah. I'll put that on Oregon.
How late do the games go tomorrow? The college games. Let's see.
Mel, let's ride Oakland. Go Golden Grizzlies. Come on. Let's ride Oakland money line on that one.
It's National Cheesesteak Day?
7.
On Sunday?
Is it?
Yes,
course.
man. No, I 100% agree with that.
I got a free cheesesteak waiting at Tony Luke's at the Rio in Las Vegas. Maybe I'll take a flight out.
There you go.
Yeah, I should do that.
I met Tony Luke at a food show in Atlantic City. He's a tiny little fat man. He's tiny.
That's appropriate.
That
is appropriate.
I actually took one of his boxes home. It was all right, the cheese. It was all right. But it was like already on bread. It's frozen. I'm like, all right, Tony Luke. I don't know. I'll stick with my buddy's chicken or the egg cheesesteak. Old D says take the flight out there.
Well, anyone got any questions? You know what? I mean, we don't have to sit around. We're going to sit around and live bet. And we could watch. I'm not live betting this game. Yeah, let's do this. Tomorrow's going to be an all the way to the end stream. There's a 10 o'clock game. I'm going to go through the end of the Washington State game. Let's do this. If anyone has any questions, I'm going to stream for 15 more minutes. I'll stream to the end of the first half of the Colorado game. If anyone wants to talk about their bets or ask questions or whatever, then we'll get out of here early. This was more of I said this in the thing, but this was more of getting ready for tomorrow type of thing. I didn't have any live action ready and prepared. I apologize. But then again, there's not as much action tonight in anything but call. I mean, there's 5 NBA games, 3 hockey games. Anyway, dude, with the panel pick for that no sweat bet, favorite long shot tomorrow. It'd probably be Samford for me.
Oakland.
That's tomorrow. That's Friday, but
Oakland, South Dakota State, Wagner. If you want some really big ball ones there, the last 2, but Oakland, if you're looking for a plus 500 or higher, that I like.
It'd be either Samford or
Samford tomorrow. Yeah,
Samford. I like Samford there.
McNeese. Again, those things are just like the lines. I had to take them at 6s. It just looked too low to me.
I got. I'm going to take them both. I haven't bet either of those games yet, and I kind of kicked myself for not doing it earlier. But I don't think.
I told you, I'm not having a good basketball season. I had a nice run for like 6 weeks, and then it was back to 500 and clawing my way to get out of the hole.
Can we do a 3-leg parlay money line faves, each one up to 300? I want to throw this 64
3-leg money line faves. All right. St. Mary's.
It has to be 300. I don't agree with that one. Oh yeah, St. Mary's. Yeah, I do. Sorry, I do.
St. Mary's, Gonzaga, and Auburn. Does that count?
Yeah, but you have to be under
Texas Tech. What's Texas Tech?
Texas Tech. There you go. Texas Tech, Gonzaga, St. Mary's.
Let me look at the odds first because I don't know the odds. How do you guys know that those are under 300? Minus 300.
They're all under minus 300.
Okay.
Should be 4.5. I'm rolling out. I'm debating on doing a show. I don't know if I'm going to do my show tonight. I want to, but I might have to wake up in the middle of the night with a bucket for my roof.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, thanks
for
coming.
Everybody.
We appreciate it.
Chat, take it easy. Dave, Mr. Earl, have a good one. I like that Astro hat. Good to see you jumping on to the 3rd place team in the AL West.
Really? I was thinking Astros most wins in baseball at 7-1. Have you seen the pitching Dodgers. I think it'll be okay. Have you seen what Houston's done with pitching staffs in the last how many years? They're one of those factories that just churns out pitching. Doesn't matter what your name is.
Before I leave, how do them, Texas, Mets, Dodgers, Yankees, how does nobody sign Snell for $62 million?
It's a waste. He went to a complete waste. On the Giants, it's a waste.
I mean,
What are they gonna
Houston
do?
has
Scott
Verlander,
Boras
who's
is a
40.
fucking clown.
Framber's
Boras is a
okay. I get
clown.
Framber's good. Verlander's old. Hunter Brown and JP
Yeah.
France are coming off career-long most innings pitched for them. And we saw them collapse last year. McCullers is coming back from an injury. Javi's coming back from an injury. Like, what do you? How? Nobody signed Monty yet. Bizarre. Just a weird start to the season.
That's crazy.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. All right, I got my two, and they're shorter. I like Texas Tech. I like Samford. Oh, sorry, we're talking about favorites. Oops. Texas Tech. What was the other one?
Michigan
Anyway,
State.
St.
If you want
Mary's,
to count
St.
them
Mary's,
as a
St.
favorite.
Mary's. But the two that I like that are short favorites are Nevada and Michigan State. That'll help your parlay because it won't be so juicy.
Michigan State as a short favorite. I like. Let's see. Let me scroll through what I got for tomorrow. Real quick. I'm just getting up my bet stamp. I am on. I got Michigan State. I got BYU at 7.5. I don't like it at 9.5. 19. Or I got a late 19.5 with Arizona. I'm on Oregon, Dayton, Gonzaga, Oakland, San Diego State, Samford, Wazoo, Auburn, Texas Tech. Auburn's Friday, so ignore that. But yeah.
All right. What is this? 7-3 Maple Leafs.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Touchdown Maple Leafs.
Holy
I
crap.
doubled down on the Maple Leafs tonight. I was big on. I think Washington is a bet against team going forward. I know they've been good lately. Whatever, their advanced metrics suck. They're one of those teams where I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, how the fuck have they won all these games? Because they're not that good of a team. They're just not. And their goaltending is starting to fall off a little bit. And I think this team is just pure fade material going forward.
Good. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Well, if anyone else has any more questions, we're almost done and down to halftime Colorado. Tomorrow, like I said, we will be on normal time, or I will be, and then we will go through the last game, which is the Washington State Drake game, I believe. Caps just played 6 games in 10 days. Well, who cares? Because we hate them. Well, we don't hate them, but we don't want them to get to the playoffs, or else I have to shave my eyebrows and my hair. Who's going to make it? Who's in the mix at the bottom? The Flyers, the Islanders, the Caps. Who's all right
Red
there?
Wings, the Capitals. Yeah.
Red Wings make it. I say the Red Wings make it. I know you don't
Islanders,
want them to,
Jets,
right?
Blues, Sabres, Habs, Kraken. I need to still cap for tomorrow. I've been so hyper fixated on March Madness that I've totally forgot about the card tomorrow. So I will cap that once we get off the air. So I apologize on that. I have nothing for.
Yeah, Mel.
I have nothing for
Yeah.
hockey tomorrow at the moment, but I will be betting it.
Okay. Let me see. It's tomorrow. That's what the fuck? Okay, that's tomorrow.
Boom. Arizona scores 5-2. Cash the over.
It's tomorrow.
Fanatics gives you 10 profit boosts every day, 25% each. Oh, I'm going to hopefully abuse this. Yeah, I cashed a profit boost on Fanatics Stop Geo today, where I got the Maple Leafs first period puck line at like plus 193. I was not heavily invested on the Maple Leafs today, but I had a decent amount on Toronto today. Maybe that's just maybe I need to switch up my betting where I'm more invested on a team. Can I just get my Dallas puck line now? Yeah, go for it. I've already cashed what I needed to. Yeah, we get 10 boosts, 10 25% profit boosts from Thursday to Sunday, 10 each, 40 profit boost on Fanatic Sportsbook.
Friday.
So I'm gonna definitely be hopefully using those.
Oh, they play. When do they play?
They're offering that's kind of interesting. On Fanatics, plus 277. The parlay is called the five hive. San Diego State, Wisconsin, Gonzaga, St. Mary's. Kind of like that. Oh, they are ESPN bet already paid me off for the over 6.5. Sweet.
Right. These games are on Friday. Let's go. That is tomorrow. James Madison is on Friday. Duke is on Friday. Okay. All right. Florida Atlantic is on Friday. Who cares? Shut up. All right. We are all ready to go. 24 to 20, 2 minutes and 21 seconds in the first half. Colorado is up. Nick, imagine you having eyebrows writing on the Red Wing. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, they're writing on the Capital. No, they're not writing on the. They're writing on the Capitals not going. I mean, who thinks the Capitals are going? Who thinks? I mean,
I truly don't. And maybe we've been just doubting them all year. And here's the thing with the Capitals is if they even make the playoffs, they're getting swept. Maybe they win one game in the playoffs. They're not a team that will make any noise in the postseason. They will go out with the whimper. They'll play the Panthers or something like that. But like they're not a team that I have any faith in to do anything in the playoffs.
well, first of all, the Capitals are now out of it because the Flyers have 78 points. Right? What is it?
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at Flyers of
Oh
78.
yeah. For right now. Oh yeah.
So it's a top. What is it? The top two teams from each division, and then what is it again? You lagging? Yeah.
Mel, I will post I like Fanatics bet Mel, because your bets, you get rewards for what do you call it? You get rewards towards the Fanatics site for I believe for you get 5%. I want to say of every bet goes towards your Fanatics account, and you can obviously use those credits for hats, jerseys, things like that. So I'll put the link in the chat real quick for my referral code for that as well. It's going to have me do it that way. So I'm just going to copy it and post it through the what? Or Mel is in the picks from Dave chat. Okay.
Just put it in the bot. It'll go to everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let me. Yeah, I'm just. Here, let me do it this way because, I saved it on the link on my phone, not my what do you call it? Not my computer. So I'll post it in both chats. This is my Fanatic link for people who want to sign up. You get a portion of each bet on in Fanatics credits. So that's one thing I really like with this. I don't think it allowed me to send it into your chat because it's a link. Did it?
Yeah, it showed up.
Okay. Yeah, it just on your chat?
No, on yours.
Yeah. I don't think I was able to do it on mine. On yours.
Yeah, like the other day when I tried to put FU to Jeff, it wouldn't go through. Is it?
Yeah, let me send the link through my Twitter and do it that way. I feel like that's just easier. So I can save it to my computer because my Fanatics doesn't work on my computer. It just works on my phone. But yeah. Let's do that this way.
Well, we got a minute left in this Colorado game. We might as well wind it down. What are you doing? You put something in the chat?
It said it failed to post it. Okay, that's fun. Mel, I put my referral link in the Earl Sports Bets chat because it won't let me do it on Dave's for whatever reason.
It show it. Oh yeah, she can't see it, but you. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Let me see if I can. There you go. This isn't going to help you because you can't. You want to write that down. You're not going to be able to copy and paste it. But either way, let's get out of here.
All right,
Nick. You got anything special to say besides promoting Fanatics?
I mean, if anybody wants any of my referral links for any of the books, just DM me on Twitter, and I can get rewarded for you guys signing up. No, but March Madness tomorrow, so we got plenty of that. But other than that, Earl Sports Bets, we'll be going over hockey and NBA tomorrow during Earl Sports Bets. So, yeah, I'll be on that. We'll be doing that tomorrow, and that's it.
Cool. Thanks everyone for coming and watching. We broke down the entire first round. We will be watching. We'll be starting. Let me see what time we're going to start because the games are. I'm not going to start around anything but college basketball tomorrow. So maybe we can have a later start. I actually kind of would love that. Would love it if we could not start it so fucking early. Let's start tomorrow. Nah, we got too much going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start at the same time. We'll start at the same time at 6:45 and roll through the end. But thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000. We're close. And you know what? If you have a burner account or a kid's account or a wife's account, go fucking hack their computer and subscribe. They won't care. They don't watch this. Or tell them, hey, to watch. We might make them some money or entertain them or Big Scott or fucking JT or Nunya might be fun to watch, argue with each other. But either way, we love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. I'm going to go boil some eggs.